for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? This is the Buckles Malachi Williams in the building. We back. New Media Today, USA Boxing. We back. We getting it in, baby. We getting it in. Boy, these next couple of days of shows, boy, I have lined up, it's going to be fire. The research is done. Man, bro, today's going to be a good day, a good show, and tomorrow's going to be even a better show. I'm going to, hey, man, if you're a fanboy of these fighters, it might be a little hot for you. Not because I'm going after the fanboys. I'm not even going after the fighters. But I like to stick with facts. I like to stick with, I like to get to the root of things. You know what I mean? When someone tells me something, I like to get to the root of it to find out is exactly what that person is saying or group of people are saying. Where is it coming from? What's the basis from which they are forming their opinion? Where is it coming from? I like to get to the root, and then once I find out where it's coming from, then anything that derives from it, I already know how to defend it because I know the root of the matter. Once you destroy the root, you destroy everything else, right? So now let's get into this. We're gonna have a damn good show today. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button for the old boy. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button for the old boy. Let me see, can I turn this camera? If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button for the whole boy. Shout out to everybody on Facebook and shout out to everybody on Twitter that's watching this broadcast. We are going to have a damn good show today. I can promise you that. And as a matter of fact, before we get it in, we're going to allow YouTube to send everything out, on the Chitlin circuit, to the YouTube universe. Let everybody know that we are on right now. And let me give everybody in the chat and let me give the New Media Today USA Boxing family a round of applause.
The stickiest of the icky. You want to smoke with the old boy Rick James?
You already know. When I hit that, you already know what time it is. You know my daily ritual. I normally burn one before I sit down and do the show. That's my daily ritual there. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, let's give everybody a shout out, man. And let's do this OJ Juman style. Shout out to Rapix Trucking Company.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Burger Planet.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Hector Garcia.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Paul Evans. What's going on, Paul?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to, as a matter of fact, let me do this. It seems like oh no. Can't have that Bluetooth on. Seems like that Bluetooth is picking up. Let's go ahead and disconnect that. Sorry about that, guys. Didn't mean to be interrupted. Shout out to Ava as well.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Fantasy Hustlers. What's happening, bro?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the Baton 509 with the Lick Reed.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Goodwin. What's going on, bro?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Rider of the Storm with the Lick Reed, baby.
Hey, okay.
Let's see, Jaguar. Let's say Jaguar Thama. What's going on, fam? What is Jaguar Thama? Jaguar Thama. What's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
Let's see, Jay Styles. What's happening?
Hey, okay.
Who else we got in the building, man? John Doe, what up, Doe? John Doe with the Lick Reed, baby.
Hey, okay.
Let's see, Troy Smoke Alarm. What's going on, fam? Yeah, I just, set out the smoke alarm right before the show started.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Richard Slutsky. What's going on, bro?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Romy Rome. What's going on, Jerome in the house? Watch your mouth. Shout out to Jerome in the building.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Slim Reaper. What's happening, bro?
Hey, okay.
Adrian, Big Trenta. What's going on, bro?
Hey, okay.
See who else we got? Shout out to, let's see, man. Shout out to Michael Knight.
Hey, okay.
Alex Gonzalez.
Hey, okay.
Bruce Gold.
Hey, okay.
David, what's happening?
Hey, okay.
James Hickey.
Hey, okay.
Let's see who else we have. The Queen, Lisa Bales.
Hey, okay.
Alec Soto.
Hey, okay.
Always Juicy.
Hey, okay.
Pause. Shout out to the Queen, Lady Shan in the building.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Ali 62. 62.
Hey, okay.
Let's see who else we have. Let's see. Murat, what's going on?
Hey, okay.
Who else we have? Sorry, but I want to make sure I get everybody, guys. Charles Stevens.
Hey, okay.
Let's see. Who else we got? Newburgh's finest. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Ali Muhammad.
Hey, okay.
Malcolm Tan. What's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
Let's see. Charlo, my brother Charlo, what's happening?
Hey, okay.
Want to make sure I get everybody, man. John Doe, what up, Doe? We already got Big John Doe in the building. Big John Doe. Who else we have in the building, man? We have Jeff Lucietta. What's happening, bro?
Hey, okay.
East Side Leak.
Hey, okay.
Not what's happening, fam?
Hey, okay.
Tony Kelly, what's happening?
Hey, okay.
Who else we have in the building? AV Sounds.
Hey, okay.
Who else we have? Bull Saeed, what's going on?
Hey, okay.
Bacon and Eggs, long time no see.
Hey, okay.
Bruce Goes once again, 913 Boxer, what's happening?
Hey, okay.
It's cold in the winter, what's happening?
Hey, okay.
Peter Ortega, what the link read?
Hey, okay.
Michael Buffer.
Hey, okay.
Vicious, what's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
Carlos, what's going on, Carlos?
Hey, okay.
Newburgh's finest is in the building, in the house.
Hey, okay.
Who else we have, man? Dilbert, what's going on, Dilbert? Jose Rodriguez, what's happening, fam?
Hey, okay.
Bon Scott.
Hey, okay.
And shout out to the entire New Media Today USA family. Salute to I'm gonna send you guys a chat. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Finna get it on. Salute to the family. All right, let's get into this. Now, I am not banging on Jermall Charlo. I know some of you might think that I'm going to talk bad about Jermall Charlo. I'm not going to talk bad about him at all. But I am going to state some facts, and me stating facts might hurt some feelings, but I'm not here to make friends. I might hurt some feelings on the Canelo side. I might hurt some feelings on the Jermall Charlo side, but it is what it is. But I'm going to try to state this as factual as possible. Now, as I said before, Jamal Charlo, he wants to be Canelo, in my opinion. What I mean by Canelo, I'm not saying that he wants to become Mexican. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that, he see the accolades that Canelo is getting. The Charlo brothers, they love to get accolades, and one of their biggest things is they feel like they don't get enough props for their talent level and skills and what they bring to the table. But this is not about the Charlo brothers. This is about a Charlo brother. One by the name of Jamal Charlo. They call him Big Twin, right? They call him Big Twin. Jamal Charlo, the Big Twin, right? I say that he wants to be Canelo. What do I mean by that? I mean that he wants the attention, the spotlight, the fanfare, the fame, the glory, that Canelo has. But the only problem with that is he doesn't want to put in the work for it. He wants to be Canelo without putting in the Canelo work. The question I have is why? What do I mean by that? See, Canelo Alvarez is one fighter out of many fighters in the sport of boxing, right? Canelo Alvarez is one fighter out of many fighters in the sport of boxing. But I noticed there has become some kind of obsession when it comes to Canelo. Not only just from his fans, not only from the fanboys, but I'm not even talking about that, but from people who hate Canelo. There's an obsession with this guy. I hate him. Every time, anytime he fights somebody, this gonna be the one that beat him. And then they go from that, we're gonna be the one to, no, this is gonna be the one right here. And then when they leave there, no, this gonna be the one. Finally, 8 years don't went by, and it's been the one. This gonna be the one. Finally, this gonna be the one. Now, I haven't been online for 8 years. I only been online for 10 months. This is my 11th month. By the end of this month, it will be 11 months that I've been online. But as it relates to Jamal Charlo, and I'm gonna break it down to you guys. I don't mean that he wants to become Mexican. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that he wants to be Canelo based on like Canelo's accomplishments in the sport of boxing. He wants those accolades that come with the accomplishments that Canelo has had. But the only problem is he wants to do it without putting in the work. So everybody's like, I want to fight Canelo. 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 Why? Because like Canelo says, it's a payday when you fight me. You're going to make life-changing money. Ask Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant was a $750,000 on paper fighter. His last two fights, prior to Canelo, his last two fights, he made $750,000 fighting Mike Lee, and he made $750,000 fighting Caleb Charles. Him landing the big fish, the real big fish. When I can't call Canelo big. I can't say big fish. Call Al, big fish. I can't say that about Canelo. Canelo is not the big fish. He is the killer whale. He's the killer whale. If Errol Spence is the big fish, I don't know what that means. The Canelo Alvarez has to be the killer whale. Shamu, right? If you know anything about killer whales kill whales. Like the really big whales, they kill those guys. That's why they call them killer whales. But that's neither here nor there. Jermall Charlo wants to be Canelo Alvarez without putting in the work. Several PBC fighters attended the Canelo Alvarez versus Caleb Plant fight Saturday night. Jermall Charlo had a whole lot to say about fighting the winner of the Plant versus Canelo. I have the receipts. I have some receipts I'm going to show you guys, okay? You know, I keep receipts. One thing about my channel, I keep receipts. My channel will not exist without receipts, right? Now, Jermall Charlo has been a champion since 2019, guys. 2 years. And he hasn't fought a championship. He hasn't fought a champion in the middleweight division yet. Let me repeat that. Jermall Charlo has been a champion in the middleweight division since 2019. How many champions have he fought in since he became a champion in 2019? 0. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 0. He's fought 0, right? As a matter of fact, that just turned me on. Something else I need to look at on the receipts. Okay, Jermall Charlo has been a champion since 2019. Okay, bam. Since 2019, Canelo Alvarez fought Daniel Jacobs, and he won his IBF belt. In the, I think this was in the middleweight division. In 2019, he fought Sergey Kovalev, same year, and he won Sergey Kovalev's WBO light heavyweight title. Then he moved back down to super middleweight, and he fought another champion, Callum Smith. Whether you like him or not, he was a champion. He was undefeated, and he won the WBA super championship title, as well as the Ring Magazine and the vacant WBC super middleweight belts. Then he defended his title against a tomato can by the name of Avni Yildirim. Well, that was a tomato can. I don't give a damn how diehard a Canelo fan you are. This was a tomato can. Better known as a bum. Cherry pick, right? Facts. I don't care how you look at it. If you get mad, so be it. Then he fought another undefeated champion by the name of Billy Joe Saunders. And not only so, he defended his WBA title, he defended his WBC and Ring Magazine middleweight title, and then he won the WBO super middleweight title. Then he fought Caleb Plant, and he took that strap from him, that IBF super middleweight title. So since Jermall Charlo has been a champion in 2019, Canelo has fought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 champions and defended his belts. Canelo has fought 5 different champions and defended his belts from 2019 to 2021. Jermall Charlo has fought 0 champions. He's fought 0 champions in that time frame. I hope I made myself clear. And I'm going to show you the receipts on that. Now he claims that he wants to fight Canelo at 168. Jermall Charlo is the same guy who had an opportunity to fight Canelo at one point in time, but I'm hearing rumors had it that he turned the fight down. But we do know that Jermall Charlo was the interim champion to Canelo Alvarez's WBC strap. And for some reason, Canelo Alvarez did not want to fight Jermall Charlo. Whatever the reason is, when Jermall Charlo was the interim WBC champion at middleweight division and Canelo was the WBC champ, he did not want to fight him. And then he got elevated to the franchise belt. I have the receipts on that. For anyone who wants to dispute that, I got the receipts. Just hold tight. We're gonna do some truth. We're gonna do some truth talking today, right? We're gonna get right to it, right? I had a receipt on that, though. As a matter of fact, where is that receipt at? I could pull that receipt up. I had a receipt on that because I was going to use this. I was going to use that particular subject matter for the shows for a topic of the show tomorrow. Tomorrow gonna be a damn good show. I got some nuclear warheads I'm dropping tomorrow. Gonna piss some people off, but that's okay. Now, anyways, I say. So now, what's my main man name? Jermall Charlo said he want to fight Canelo Alvarez at 168. He wanted to fight the winner out of Caleb Plant in Canelo Alvarez, right? Now, Jermall Charlo did say that he wasn't moving up. In the past, not too long ago, he said he wasn't moving up to 168 because he's a middleweight and not a 168-pounder when rumors was around saying that, hey, David Benevidez wanted to fight Jermall Charlo. Remember that? That was not too long ago. He wanted to fight Jermall Charlo. Jermall Charlo said, I'm 160. He said he'll beat David Benevidez's ass. And then he said, I'm a 160-pounder, not a 168-pounder. I'm not moving up. And then he said that, hey, man, you know, I ain't fighting nobody. If David Benevidez want to fight me, he's going to have to take the COVID vaccine in order to fight me. Then he said that he doesn't fight anyone under the age of 25. He said that. Jermall Charlo. This is the guy who said that he's willing to move up to fight Canelo Alvarez, right? Now he says he's ready to fight Canelo. The pro PBC channels, this is what I've been noticing. This is a trend that I've been noticing online right now. The pro PBC channels, guys, and the Canelo haters are now saying that Jermall Charlo will be the one that beat Canelo. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. I don't know. We'll see. But the PBC fanboys and the pro PBC channels and the Canelo haters are now saying that Big Jamal is going to be the one that beat Canelo Alvarez. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. I have no idea. But this is the problem I have with that. In the middleweight division, you have 3 other champions outside of Jermall Charlo. But for some reason, he has no interest in fighting any of them. What I've noticed about some of these PBC fighters is that they want to be big like Canelo, but they don't want to put the work in that Canelo has put in. Let me repeat. What I notice about some of these PBC fighters, your favorite fighters on the PBC. What I notice about some of your favorite fighters on the PBC, Al Heyman's channel, the PBC, Premier Boxing Champions. What I notice about some of these guys is this. They want to be big like Canelo, but they don't want to put the work that Canelo has put in order to become big. Some of these guys on the PBC, they be walking around with big chains around their neck, iced out. I'm riding around in the Bugatti. I'm in a Lambo. Look at me. I'm young. I'm flashy. I'm fly. I got plenty of money. Let me do this right quick, guys. There's a receipt I meant to pull up. Oh, we're going to have a damn good show today. I'm going to hurt some feelings today now. I promise you now. If you're very sensitive, you might want to leave. Because the pendulum swinging both ways today. I am not effing off. I am not effing off, right? Not today. Not today. You know, some of these guys, they talk all this big fish stuff, big Willie stuff. They got all this, right? They talk all this stuff. You know, they want to be like Canelo and Canelo. You got all these other goddamn fighters, other champions that you can fight in your division. You calling out this one guy, and you're not even in the same division as this guy. You 160, he 168. You got 3 other champions in your division. You won't even fight them other 3 champions. You got Boo Boo Andrade. He's a WBO champion. You ain't thinking about fighting him. You got Triple G. Now, you do call Triple G out every now and then, but for some reason, that fight hasn't happened, so you ain't fought him. And then you got Murata over there in Japan, the WBA middleweight champion. You ain't talking about fighting him. I'm going to tell you what I mean in a minute. Let me go ahead and break this down for you guys, right? I'm going to hurt some feelings today, but I have to. I have to because I have to tell this truth. Right? I have to tell this truth. As a matter of fact, I'm looking at a receipt right now. I'm finna drop on you guys. Let's go, man. Let's go. Anyways, I got the receipt up right now. Canelo Alvarez, this man has fought 4 times in 11 months. Within a year, he's fought 4 times. Canelo has fought several Hall of Famers in his career. He's outworking the competition, and this is why he is so successful. Canelo Alvarez is not successful because he's Mexican. Canelo Alvarez is not successful because he can do the Mexican electric slide. He's not successful because he has a nice mariachi band in the background and he wear big sombreros and big belts and big belt buckles. And he say, Viva Mexico. That's not why he's successful. Canelo Alvarez is successful. It's because he's outworking the competition. I don't hear nobody talking about that. I don't hear nobody talking about that. They talk about, well, he ducked this dude, he ducked that dude, and he took the clenbuterol back in 2018, all that stuff there. Okay, all of that's fine. What they're not saying is that the reason why he is so successful is because he's outworking the competition. While your favorite fighter wants to become a rapper, while your favorite fighter wants to be a rapper, where his pants sagging down to his ankles and got big chains on and talking about he balling and he ride around in Lambos and Maseratis and in the club drinking bottles and pouring Moet and all that. While your favorite fighter is doing that, and then they getting an allowance from Al Heyman. Call Al, I need my allowance. Where my allowance at, Al? Listen, I need my money. While your favorite fighter and the PBC is doing that, Canelo outworking their ass. He's outworking them. 4 fights within a year. So I don't give a damn about what Canelo nationality is. I'm not interested in none of that. What I do know is that he's outworking everybody. That's what I know. Because last time I checked, I ain't Mexican. I'm a Black American. I speak fluent Spanish. I read, write, and speak Spanish. Porque mi mamá es de Santo Domingo. Yo aprendí español de ella. Ya tú sabes eso. Right? But I was born over here. So I'm not Mexican. So I'm not capping, for Canelo. What I am capping for is his work ethic. The man has fought 4 times in 11 months. Your favorite fighter, you can barely get him in the ring for once a year. And when you see him, he all at Canelo fights, drinking, drunk, trying to fight another fighter outside of the ring. That's what they do over there, right? They like to drink over there, wear their jewelry, floss like they got all this goddamn money. But the dude, Canelo Alvarez, got a net worth of $140 million plus. So let me get this straight. The guy who really got the money, Canelo Alvarez, he's not walking around like wanting to be a rapper and a superstar and all of this stuff there and I'm not saying he don't drink, but he's not portraying that in social media, having Twitter wars and Instagram wars with people online. He don't do that. Canelo ass is in the gym. He has a net worth of more than $140 million, but he fight like he's a broke fighter. And the broke fighters over at the PBC, when I say broke, I'm not saying they're broke like everyday working person broke. They're rich people broke, though. Your favorite fighter at the PBC, he walks around like he got all the money. So the guy who has the money fights like he's poor, and the guy who doesn't have the money fights like he's rich. Oh, you don't hear me, though. You don't hear me, though. Some of these fighters do more fighting on Twitter and Instagram than they do in real life in the ring. It seems to me that every time one of these PBC fighters step up and they fight a non-PBC fighter, they seem to lose or get knocked out. Where am I going at with this, coach? Deontay Wilder fought Tyson Fury 3 times and he got knocked out twice. That was he fought a non-PBC fighter. As long as he was fighting those in-house fights, he was good. When he stepped outside of the PBC, got his ass whooped. But salute to Deontay Wilder, the Bomb Squad.
To this day.
Caleb Plant, as long as he was fighting Vincent Fagan Bucks and Mike Lee and all them other guys having them in-house fights, he was doing good. As soon as Caleb Plant went outside of the PBC protection program, and I'm not putting no shade on Caleb Plant. I'm a fan of Caleb Plant now based on the performance that he put on. But as soon as they stepped outside, he got knocked out in the 11th round. Wilder got knocked out in the 11th round to Tyson Fury. Plant got knocked out in the 11th round to Canelo Alvarez. As soon as they step out of that PBC protection program, they start and fight other people, they get their ass whipped. Now, Sean Porter will be stepping outside of that PBC protection program, and he's fighting Terrence Crawford. And I'm telling you right now, you guys know Crawford's my favorite fighter. I'm not a fanboy of him. I don't give a damn about a fanboy. Never cap for this nigga. Terrence Crawford. Got love for my brother, I never cap for him. But guess what? I'm picking Crawford to beat the brakes off of Porter. So, this how you do it. Anybody that shout out to my good brother Nestor Gibbs at the Boxing Voice. Shout out to Nestor Gibbs at the Boxing Voice. But anybody who Nestor Gibbs picks, and anybody who the Alphabet Boys pick, just pick the opposite. Because if it's the PBC fighter, they're always going to pick the PBC fighter. Just pick the opposite. Because they're going to pick with their heart and their emotions for their hatred of the non-PBC fighter. This is what they do. So this is how you do it. They don't like Crawford. They hate Crawford. That's fine. I like Crawford. I'm putting money on Crawford. Just ask them how much money they betting on Crawford. They ain't going to bet a dime on him. But that's neither here nor there. Now, Errol Spence even said in the past that he wants to fight Canelo, right? And he's willing to move up to fight Canelo at a catchweight. Tank Davis said on Twitter that Canelo is himself at 168 pounds. You get what I'm saying? If these PBC fighters keep fighting in-house fights, the fans will lose interest in these PBC fighters for not fighting the best. This is what's going on, right? Now, somebody has to grow some damn balls in the PBC, and they have to fight the best fighters in their division, irregardless of what side of the street another fighter is on. Man, I ain't gonna fight him. He on the wrong side of the street. He went top rank. He went top rank ESPN. I went PBC, Fox. He on the wrong side of the street. Irregardless of what side of the street the person is on, them fights need to be made. Follow Canelo's lead and become undisputed, or at least fight to become unified in your division. Canelo doesn't show up at Jermall Charlo fights, but the Charlos, and the other PBC fighters, they damn sure show up at Canelo Alvarez's fights. If Jermall Charlo is serious about fighting Canelo, he's going to have to prove it, in my opinion, by fighting the best in his division and stop capping on social media. Once again, I am not a fanboy of Canelo Alvarez. I don't cap for him. Last time I checked, I'm not Mexican. Right? Last time I checked, I'm not Mexican. But the man has fought 4 times in 11 months. Canelo has fought several Hall of Famers before he turned 27 years old. Canelo Alvarez is outworking the competition. And this is why he's so successful. And this is why people are missing. He ain't successful because he say Viva Mexico. He's Mexican. It's a whole bunch of Mexican fighters that ain't successful. That they don't have a whole goddamn country backing them. So cut the cap. The man is outworking y'all. While your favorite fighter is in the club drinking, wearing ice. I'm iced out. Look at my grill. I'm grilling. Look, dog. I got diamonds in my teeth. I'm drinking Cristal. I got bottles. Look at my entourage. Canelo in the gym right now working. Anyways, guys, what do you think about certain PBC fighters such as Jermall Charlo that now claims he's willing to move up to 168 and fight Canelo Alvarez? Do you believe Jamal will continue to fight in-house fights with the PBC? Or do you believe Jermall Charlo will finally step up, stop making excuses, and grow some goddamn balls and fight the other champions in his division? Yeah, man. I got to call it the way I see it, dog. Shout out to the Chief Fred for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Man, look here, man. He say they're scared to come outside, man. Hey, look here, man. Al Heyman got them boys on a short leash over there, man. Them boys, you know what I mean? You know, they got, you know. Yeah, I saw that clip, fam, where he put the dude camera. See, what they missing, guys, is this. Canelo Alvarez's work ethic. This is what they're missing. Shout out to Miguel. He said, got a new subscriber. Salute to you for not being biased. Yeah, man, for real, though, man. Salute to, listen, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button for the old boy. Let's look at this, guy. Let me stop talking. Let's look at this, man. Let's look at this. Now, we don't know exactly. We don't know. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. We don't know exactly what, officially what Canelo net worth is. We're just gonna go by. We can only go by what they have out there on public information, right? So let's keep it straight. We don't know exactly. We can just gauge it. We're just gonna assume that this information is true, right? It says, according to Celebrity Net Worth, according to who, guys? Celebrity Net Worth. And these guys, they are professional pocket watchers. Now, people who keep track of how much a person's net worth is. They are professional pocket watchers. You see what I'm saying? So basically what they do is, they say according to Celebrity Net Worth, Saul Canelo Alvarez has a net worth of $140 million as of 2021. Now this is before the Caleb Plant fight. While he has several other endorsement deals and ventures, his primary source of income is boxing. What is his primary source of income, guys? Boxing. What is his primary source of income, guys? Boxing. Man done had a lot of fights. A lot of fights. The man done had a lot of fights. It say in 2018, Canelo Alvarez signed the largest contract in boxing history. The Mexican fighter signed an 11-fight deal worth $365 million. But we ain't gotta go through all of that. We ain't got to go through all of that. I just wanted to show you guys. And it says, here's some of Canelo Alvarez's fight purses. He got paid $1.2 million to fight Sugar Shane Mosley, $2 million for Josecito Lopez, $12 million to fight Floyd Mayweather, $5 million to fight Miguel Cotto, $25 million to fight Amir Khan, $40 million, not 40, $40 million on the fight on Golovkin, Triple G1, $30 million to fight Triple G2, and $15 million to fight Billy Joe Saunders. But anyways, he has a net worth of $40 million. Now, when you look at and look right, it says since 2005, Canelo Alvarez has fought 59 times. Throughout his extensive professional boxing career, he has racked up 57 wins. It's 57 now. This was before the Caleb Plant fight. 57 wins, 2 draws against Triple G and Jorge Juarez, right? And a single blemish against Floyd Mayweather. Pound for pound, one of the best fighters ever lived, Floyd Mayweather. Whether you like him or not, it is what it is, right? Over the years, he has always been on top of the sport and has always been eager to face the toughest opponents in different weight classes. Let's stop right there. Now, I said right here, guys, the reason why Canelo Alvarez is successful is not because he's Mexican. It's not because, he says Viva Mexico or come to the ring with a Mexican, with the Mexican flag. He's successful, it's because he's outworking the competition. He's outworking the competition. The fighters who you see on Instagram and Twitter, they balling. I'm finna give you an example. Oh, please. Y'all stay with me today. Stay with the old boy today. We're gonna make this nice and sweet. Canelo Alvarez, let's look right here, guys. Let's look right here. As you guys can see, Manny Pacquiao, the living legend. Manny Pacquiao, let's see. Manny Pacquiao, guys, out of his 72 fights, 21 have been against champions. Lucas Matisse, Jesse Varda against Timothy Bradley. He has a list of champions who he's fought in his luxurious career. Floyd Mayweather has fought 23 former champions, outworking the competition, right? Out of his 50 fights, outworking the competition. Fought Manny Pacquiao, that's going to Hall of Famer. Canelo Alvarez is a Hall of Famer, future Hall of Famer. Miguel Cotto is a Hall of Famer. Sugar Shane Mosley, Hall of Famer. Juan Manuel Marquez, Hall of Famer. Ricky Hatton is a Hall of Famer. Oscar De La Hoya, Hall of Famer. Zazuda Arturo Gotti, I think he's a Hall of Famer. Let's see, I'm looking at the Hall of Famers right on here, right? I think that's it. That's all loaded. Diego Corrales, I don't know if he's going to be a Hall of Famer or not, if he's not already in there. Canelo Alvarez has, out of his 60 fights he's had, right? Yeah, 60 fights he's had. He's fought 18 at 31 years old for champions. Triple G, Miguel Cotto, Lara, Austin Trout, Billy Joe Saunders, Callum Smith, Caleb Plant, Sergey Kovalev, Leo Smith, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., Shane Mosley, Rocky Fielding, Amir Khan, and I didn't even add up all of the guys who are going to be Hall of Famers right now. So, remember what I said earlier in the show. Shout out to Mr. Cardone.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that $2. Bam! Super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit the like button for the old boy. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit the like button for the old boy, man. It say, ask Ryan about how Nello feels about lazy fighters. Yeah, man. True. Canelo Alvarez is the tsunami. He is the face of the sport of boxing. Why? His success shows it. His net worth shows it. And show me a fighter who's bigger than Canelo Alvarez. From a purse standpoint, we know Anthony Joshua got paid $80-some million to fight Andy Ruiz in the second fight. He did that. But outside of that, outside of Joshua, I'm saying show me. So these fighters who you guys, yeah, man, he gonna be the one to beat Canelo. He gonna do this and do that. Canelo is successful because he's outworking the competition. So when you hear these other channels talking about, let's go here, man. Let's go. I hate to say this. I didn't want to do this to my brother, man. I really didn't want to do this to my brother. I did not want to do this to my brother, man. I didn't want to do this to him. But Fred Barbershop Conversations, my brother. And I got Fred number. Fred Barbershop Conversations. I'm not going to play this video for you guys. I don't want you guys. You guys can go hear it on your own. This guy says, is this the Canelo hate channel? El Baseman, please leave this channel, sir. Either you dumb, stupid, or slow. If you have not been listening to the channel and you come to that conclusion, you need to leave. Get the fuck off my channel. I don't give a fuck about you. Haul ass and block yourself. Saying that dumb ass shit. You ain't even listening, boy. Anyways, our brother right here, good Fred. The title of my brother's show, video that he did, and I'm not going to play it. I don't agree with Fred on this at all. I don't agree with what he said on this at all. But I'm not going to play it. I'll let you guys look it up. He said Canelo making $40 million off of black labor. So our brother is making this racial now. He's making this racial. I listened to this video and it literally didn't say much about what his title is talking about. Basically, he's talking about how Al Heyman paid Canelo $40 million guaranteed. And this brother here has a problem with PBC and Floyd Mayweather and Canelo. He has a problem with everybody. Andre Ward, stuff like that. But this is so disingenuous. Because what he's suggesting is, basically this is some kind of, these guys, race hustles. These guys, they stick to the race hustling script now. They race hustle real well, right? So they put this out there and they have these low IQ subscribers who subscribe to this bullshit. Right? Who subscribe to this bullshit? Canelo Alvarez is outworking the competition. Let's look right here so you can see what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm going to lay this shit out real good for you today. Nice and sweet. He's outworking the competition. See, they're not looking at this. Guess what? Canelo Alvarez, guys, is 31 years old, right? He's 31 years old. 31 years old, he's had 60 fights, 57 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss. Shout out to Jamie Nieto for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said if Charlo moves to 168, he needs to be an eliminator with Benevidez. He can't just sit on the sidelines fighting bums and expect a Canelo fight. This is exactly what I'm talking about. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe hit the like button. This is exactly what I'm talking about. You can't be sitting on the sideline fighting Juan Montiels and fighting bums.
But this bum is taking the easy matches, fighting other bums.
Jermall Charlo has been a champion since 2019. Guess how many champions he's fought? 0. Canelo Alvarez since 2019. Let me show you guys this. This is Jermall Charlo. Jermall Charlo, as you can see, Jermall Charlo was born in 1990. The same year Canelo has. Jermall Charlo is 31 years old, the same age as Canelo. Since 2019, Jermall Charlo has had 3 fights. No, since 2019, he fought twice in 2019. He fought 1 time in 2020, and he fought 1 time in 2021. Canelo Alvarez since 2019. He's fought twice in 2019, Callum Smith in 2020, Yildirim in 2021, Billy Joe Saunders in 2021, Caleb Plant in 2021. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He done fought 6 times since 2019. Our brother Jermall Charlo done fought 4 times, right? So Canelo done fought 2 times more than him. This guy was a champion. He beat him. This guy was a champion. He beat him. This guy was a champion. He beat him. This guy was a tomato can. This guy was an undefeated champion. He beat him. And this guy was an undefeated champion. He beat him. the last 11 months from December 20th, 2019, December the 19th, 2020 to November the 6th, 2021, Canelo Alvarez has fought 4 times. Jermall Charlo, since last year, he's had 1 fight. He fought 1 time in 2020 and 1 time in 2021. You see what I'm saying? Canelo Alvarez has a net worth of $140 million. How come the guy who has a net worth of $140 million is outworking the guy who has way less money than he does? He was a mandatory coach, tomato can. Yeah, he still was a tomato can. He still was a tomato can. Yeah, he was a mandatory, but he was a tomato can. I mean, unless you're trying to make an argument that Yildirim was some kind of killer, but you know what I mean? But he wasn't. He wasn't. And guess what? I was at that fight. Dude laid down, ain't even try to fight. He laid down, dog. Laid down in the 3rd round, didn't even come out. I was at that fight. But that's neither here nor there. The man has fought 6 times. He's fought 4 times in the last, talk about Canelo Alvarez. He's fought 4 times in the last 11 months. Not even a year, he fought 11 months. He's outworking the competition. He's outworking the competition. Jermall Charlo, he has Big Al Heyman with him, right? They say Al Heyman is that guy. Big Al, right? Al Heyman is that guy, right? Explain to me why you haven't fought a champion since 2019, sir. You haven't tried to fight Boo Boo Andrade. See, everybody wants to be Canelo, but nobody wants to put in the Canelo work. This is the problem that I have. Everybody wants to be Canelo. This ain't about no damn Canelo. This is about Canelo's work ethic. This whole show today is about Canelo's work ethic. These fighters who want to be rappers, who go to clubs, get drunk, drink, be trying to fight people at the clubs and going to jail for dumb shit. Ain't nothing wrong with if you're going to jail, okay, so be it. But going to jail for dumb shit. Walking around like, nigga, I'm rich. I'm young and I'm wealthy. I got plenty of money. While the guy who has a net worth of $140 million is in the goddamn gym right now. And you sitting on the sideline drinking with your homeboys, kissing all up on Yellow Beezies and all these other dudes and getting drunk and doing all kind of crazy shit. But this dude that got a net worth of $140 million, he's fighting like he's the broke fighter. And the guy who's flogging like he got $140 million in the bank, he acting like he walking around like he King Kong Godzilla. That's all I'm saying, dog. That's all I'm saying. This ain't no shade. This ain't no shade. If this guy your favorite fight, he your favorite fighter, okay, man, cool. But guess what? You're gonna have to tell me this. Why are there 3 other champions in the middleweight division? And this guy hasn't fought one of them. You trying to tell me you couldn't fight Triple G? Okay, you said Triple G was ducking. He didn't want that smoke. Okay, well, what about Murata? Why you didn't fight Murata? Okay, what about Boo Boo Andrade? You got Canelo Alvarez that just became the 6th undisputed champion of the world in the 4-belt era. This is historically documented. Before Canelo became undisputed in the 4-belt era, there was only 5 other guys on that list that did it. Terrence Crawford, Jermaine Taylor, Bernard Hopkins, Alexander Usyk, Josh Taylor, and now Canelo Alvarez in the 4-belt era. He's on that list. Shout out to Chicano Prophet.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that half for bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
You get what I'm saying, though? This is what's going on right now. You're going to have to explain to me. This guy you haven't even had a unification fight yet. And this is the problem that I have. Listen, this ain't no shade to Jermall Charlo. Jermall Charlo, at least he fought to become undisputed. Jermall Charlo is a unified champion. Jermall Charlo want all the smoke. Jermall Charlo, if there's anybody in his weight division that has a belt, he wants to fight for that belt. Jermall Charlo is the total opposite of Jermall Charlo. Jermall Charlo has been a champion since 2019 and has fought 0 champions in his division. How do I know? Let's look at it. Let's look at it. All right. Now, since 2019, as you can see, he became he became the WBC middleweight champion, and how he got this belt, Canelo dropped the belt and got elevated to franchise champion. If this is where people say that, hey, you know what? But Jermall Charlo was Canelo Alvarez, he was the WBC mandatory because he was the intern champion to fight Canelo Alvarez. Canelo dropped the belt for whatever the reason may be. I'll let y'all argue that. We're going to talk about that. I got something for that tomorrow, though. But the fact of the matter is, he dropped the belt, and this is how Jermall Charlo got elevated to the WBC middleweight champion. So since he had this belt, he has not fought a champion. Brandon Adams? Nah. Dennis Hogan? Nah. Sergey Derevyanchenko was a damn good fight. Now, this was a damn good fight. I love this fight. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I love this fight right here. Derevyanchenko brought that smoke. And then he fought Juan Marcias Montiel. So, my brother, shout out to Mike T for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He say facts, brother. New to the channel, unsubscribe. That Clubber Lane sound. Yeah, man. I appreciate that, man. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit the like button for the old boy, man. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. So all I'm saying is this here. He said Charlo put in more work than Yildirim. Yes, I agree with that. I agree with that. But the fact of the matter is this. Charlo have put in more work than Yildirim. But the fact of the matter is this. Charlo is fighting at what, 160 pounds, right? He's a middleweight. Canelo is a super middleweight. He says he wants to fight the winner of Canelo and Caleb Plant. Well, the only way he's going to do that, he's going to have to do what? Move up. He's going to have to move up. The only problem I have is this here. You guys want to be Canelo so bad. You guys, yeah, man, you know, and these other channels who push this, yeah, man, you know, yeah, man, they talk about Canelo this and Canelo that. They talk about Canelo this and Canelo that because he's relevant, because he's in the ring all the time fighting. Your favorite fighter, they don't fight. They want to be rappers. Shout out to Soccer Training.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that $3 bam super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, how do you feel about IBFP? Thoughts, thanks. IBFP is funny. That dude is hilarious. I saw one of his shows one time. That dude had me laughing. I was laughing so hard, dog. I call IBFP Angry Man. Oh, bitch ass nigga, why you over here such and such? Why you in my chat? This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm talking about. Why you over here watching me every day? Yeah, I'm like, what, dude? This dude, listen. Listen. I would like to get with IBLP. Say, look here, brother. Check this out. Why don't you smoke some of this sticky icky right here, man? Cause you stressed out. I've never seen a man so angry before in my life. That guy's hilarious. He's funny to me. He's very funny to me. He's funny. I'm not gonna lie. That guy's hilarious. Bitch ass nigga. No, that's their favorite word. They like to call you bitch ass nigga. Oh, bitch ass nigga. Get out of my doggone chat. Block. That's why I block you. And I'm gonna 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 keep on blocking until you stop coming over here. LDBC for life. That dude, that man is hilarious. Oh, you know what? He said no, that's on BFTB. Oh, sorry about that. I'm getting you confused. Irish Boxing Bro. I'm thank you for correcting me. That's BFTB. When he said IBF, I thought that was BFTB. Sorry about that, guys. I'm getting the alphabets confused. Sorry about that. I'm getting the alphabets confused. He asked me about IBFP. I immediately thought about BFTB. That guy BFTB is hilarious. IBLP, what I think about him, he's a pro Hispanic fighter channel. I'll say that much. Definitely that. Mike got a couple of black fighters he say so about, but I'll just say that. But I don't know him personally. Don't know the dude. Don't know what he look like. But I don't listen to his content. I listened to it a couple of times and that's it. I haven't been on. I don't listen to a lot of people's content now. I kind of like backed off of everybody. to be honest with you. I kind of like backed off of everybody, to be honest with you. I just watch a few channels every day, you know, like literally 5, and that's it. I backed off of everybody. But yeah, I don't have an issue with that dude. Don't know him. He speaks facts, folks. Yeah, listen, I got him confused with BFP. Sorry, BFTB. Sorry about that. I got IBFP confused with BFTB. Sorry about that, guys. It's the alphabets. It's the 4-letter alphabet for me. Sorry about that. It's the 4-letter alphabet for me. Sorry about that. It's the 4-letter alphabet. I hope everybody, it was a miss. I got the 2 channels confused. It's the 4-letter alphabet for me. But anyways, let's keep going though. Let's keep going. I want to show you guys something. So you see, Canelo Alvarez, I showed you his net worth. His net worth publicly is saying that it's $140 million. I don't know how true this is, but the fact of the matter is this here. This guy's outworking the competition. No one can argue that. Canelo is outworking the competition. This is why he's getting the accolades that he's getting, in my opinion. Now, there might be some biases with other people, and that's fine. That's fine. If they bias, so be it. It is what it is. It is what it is. Shout out to Slam.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that half for bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Super sticker. Shout out to you, fam. Shout out to you, fam. Again, I got IBFP confused with BFTB. Sorry about that, guys. I was talking about BFTB, about the guy who's acting mad and angry on this show. That dude funny as hell to me. He needs some weed. He needs some good green. Some good green to calm him down. Some good green to calm him down, right? Okay, we saw that, right? We saw Canelo. Now, Jermall Charlo, you're going to have to fight somebody, sir. I understand you want to fight Canelo. And guess what? He may move up to 168 and fight Canelo. One thing I do know is this here. He had an opportunity to move up to fight David Benevidez. For some reason, he didn't want to fight David Benevidez. He said David Benevidez is too young. He don't fight nobody less than 20, younger than 25. And he said he got to get the COVID shot and all that stuff. He said a whole bunch of things. But he's willing, quote unquote, he's willing to move up to fight Canelo because of the bag. Understandably so. He's seen Caleb Plant get this money. Caleb Plant is 21 fights in, now 22 fights. He landed the $10 million jackpot. Caleb Plant. The boy from the trailer parks of Ashland, Tennessee, landed the $10 million jackpot. And now guess what? 10 million there. Caleb Plant hit the bag. Jermall Charlo probably sitting back like, God damn, I had an opportunity to fight. Man, I'm Canelo, man. How the hell he landed the bag and I didn't get the bag? Caleb Plant was at the right place at the right time. Caleb Plant laughing all the way to the bank right now. He laughing all the way to the bank right now. Caleb Plant. He's all the way to the bank. Your favorite fighter, wants to. We don't know if you want to be a rapper one day, a thug the next day, a boxer the next day. Like, let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Hold on, guys. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Let's go over here, man. Let's go over here. Let's go to Canelo. Oh, Canelo Alvarez. Let's go to Canelo. Now, I'm not saying Canelo don't have fun, such and such. The dude stay in the gym, though. As you can see, this is IG page. Right there. He said they said right there, the road to undisputed starts here.
In his 60th fight.
Anyways, right, you see this here. I do not own the rights to this material. This is Canelo Alvarez's public social media platform. I'm using this for educational purposes only.
Super middleweight champion in history.
You see what I'm saying? So this Canelo's page, right? He's fighting. Getting off a jet, getting ready for the fight. He's fighting. In the gym training. Got a net worth of $140 million, but this guy stays in the gym training. He relaxes by playing golf, trying to become the master at golf. He says, listen, you wouldn't know that he had a net worth of $140 million plus. You wouldn't know that. You wouldn't know that just by looking at him. You wouldn't know that. You know, with his family, his son. You know, you wouldn't know that. You know, does he wear jewelry? Does Canelo wear jewelry? Does he wear jewelry? Okay, he got a chain. He got a cross on his neck right there. He got a cross on his neck right there. Well, where the ice at? Why is Canelo not iced out? Why he not iced out? You know, I'm just saying, like, I don't see none of that there. I don't see none of that there. He dancing, having fun on the boat and all that stuff there. This man is dedicated to the sport of boxing. Right? Let's go over here, though. Let's look at our brother. Let's look at our brother. The future of boxing. Jermall Charlo, he wants to fight Canelo next, right? You see Big Maul. Big Maul iced out. Look at that ice. He iced out. Look at him. Him and Mel back there. Jamal iced out. You know what I mean? Looking like your favorite rapper. Look, I don't know what kind of watch that is. I can't afford it. He iced out, though. Iced out, right? See Big Maul. Maul training. You see he got the Lambo right there. The Lambo. Rolls Royce. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Luxury, man. Luxury cars. Luxury. See he fighting right there. He getting off right there. He getting off right there. See Maul fighting. Iced out again. His brother walking up to the ring. You see what I'm saying? Trainer at Ronnie Shields. Legendary trainer. You see Jermall Charlo training right there. You see Jamal. I think you see Jermall Charlo training. He training now. He is in the gym now. He is in the gym. You see him right there. You see him right there. Jamal training. Jamal training. See him right there. Jamal training, doing his thing, got his Doberman. The Doberman pension was to see him right there with his family. Got a beautiful family. You see what I'm saying? The only problem I have is goddamn, he ain't fought no other champions in the division. Maul is training though. Got a little ice too. He got some nice ice now. You know, he got some nice ice now. He do got some nice ice. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't got no ice. I don't have no ice. See, he got the lamb. You see this right here. He's sitting there on his land. He's suicide doors. Suicide. He got suicide doors right here. You see what I'm saying? Suicide doors right here. Let me see, man. I'm getting super chats. Ain't missing them. See them all. Shout out to the Axe.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that. Bam. Dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Now, I'm going to tell you something what you don't notice about this picture. This dude got his head down. He probably on Snapchat. No, he probably on Twitter right now. Now, this dude right here taking a picture of the car. You see this dude right here? He's taking a picture of the car right there. He posted it on Instagram. Yeah, this how we do it. We ride around in Lambos, suicide doors. This what we doing. This how we do it. And, you know, of course, this is Jermall Charlo car, or if it's in, maybe it's in the name of, PBC. I don't know. Because I heard I heard they get an allowance over there. I don't know how true that is, but I heard they get an allowance over there. But I'm just saying, this dude right here, now you know he taking a picture of the car. He gonna post it on Instagram, then he gonna flip it. Yeah, you know, this how we do it. You know, this what we got going on right here. You see what I'm saying? We ride around in Lambos. We living that life. Now, Jermall Charlo is the one that got the bag out of these two broke dudes right here. Both of these dudes broke. But I'm just saying, just roll with me one moment. Just roll with me one moment, guys. I don't know these guys personally. They could be multimillionaires, but just run with the narrative for a minute. But you get what I'm saying, though. You get what I'm saying, though. Just like this guy down here with Mike Tyson. He probably ain't had nothing. He just sitting there hanging out with Mike. He happy to be with Mike. But this guy right here, he taking a picture of the car. He gonna put it on Instagram and flyers for the gram. Probably get him a couple of tenderonis after he posts a picture. Right? That's what he probably gonna do. More than likely. More than likely, that's what he probably gonna do. Let's get to this other super chat. Shout out to Eric Johnson.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Shout out to you, fam, for that super chat, man. Shout out to my main man, too.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that half for bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Two said, nah, bro. Don't do that, coach. Canelo out here buying Lambos and yachts. Rightfully so. Canelo ain't innocent either. Is Pacquiao tired of people pushing these people like saints? Nah, Toon, you totally missing the point, my brother. Toon, you missing the point. I didn't say that there was anything wrong with wearing jewelry. I didn't say that there was anything wrong with buying Lamborghinis. I didn't say there was anything wrong with buying yachts and none of that stuff. I'm not saying that. I think you're missing the plot. What I'm saying, Toon, is this. You have a fighter that's so focused on everything other than boxing. His net worth is way smaller, way less than the guy who he's trying to fight. The guy who has a net worth of $140 million, normally when you're making that kind of money, you're waking up to silk sheets and stuff like that. Normally you'll lose your desire to want to keep fighting and fight the best and become undisputed in different divisions. You're missing the plot, my brother. There's nothing wrong with that. What I'm saying is you got this one guy named Canelo Alvarez who's outworking these other guys. And these other guys, you constantly hear about them getting drunk, drinking, going to jail in restaurants, trying to beat up fans at fights, going to other fighters' fights while they're making history. They won't even fight other champions in their division. That's what you're missing, my brother. You're missing it, dog. You're missing it. I'm sorry, Toon, but I think you're missing the plot right there. I think you're missing the plot right there, man. You're missing the plot. With all due respect, you're missing the plot. Now, I'm not saying that Jermall Charlo shouldn't fight Canelo Alvarez. As a matter of fact, I did a poll. Guys. Let's go to the poll. Y'all want to see what the poll say? Let's see what the poll say. I did a poll. I don't want to see you at the fights. Well, you know what? You can do what you want to do. Your fans don't hold you accountable, so you can do what you want to do. I did a poll, though. He can do what he want to do. That's what he want to do with his life, so be it. I ain't tripping. I say the pro PBC channels are now saying Jermall Charlo would be the one to beat Canelo Alvarez. Who do you think Canelo should fight next? 320 votes was tallied, guys. 43% said Canelo should fight Jermall Charlo. The people have spoken. The people say that they want to see Jermall Charlo fight Canelo Alvarez. The people say they want to see Canelo Alvarez fight Jermall Charlo next. If that's what the people want, so be it. I ain't the one to argue about it. All I'm saying is this here. Whether you like Canelo Alvarez or not, that's irrelevant to me. Again, I'm not Mexican, so I'm not capping for him. But what I do admire about Canelo is his work ethic. That's the whole plot. You want to be like this guy. You want the accolades that this guy has, but you're not putting in the work that this guy's putting in. How? No one is talking about that. No one is talking about that. Shout out to the Queen, Bless 365. Shout out to the Queen, Arlette.
Hey, okay.
No one is talking about the work ethic. They're talking about everything else but the work ethic. That's all I'm saying. Again, I am not a Canelo Alvarez fanboy. I hate fanboys. This is not a pro Canelo Alvarez channel. That's about the channels I can recommend to you for that. I am a pro boxing channel. I love the sport of boxing more than I love an individual fighter. Terrence Crawford is my favorite fighter, and I don't love him more than I love the sport of boxing. I don't even know the man. But Canelo Alvarez's work ethic is what I'm talking about. He's outworking Jermall Charlo. He's outworking Triple G. He's outworking Caleb Plant. He's outworking Tank Davis. He's outworking Errol Spence. He's outworking Terrence Crawford. He's outworking whoever your favorite fighter is. Canelo Alvarez is outworking. He's outworking Tyson Fury. He's outworking Deontay Wilder. Name him. He's outworking them. As a boxing fan, you have to love that. Shout out to Eric Johnson.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, what do you think about Tank Davis moving up and fighting Boots Ennis? But to be honest with you, brother, that's a fantasy match. That'll never happen. Tank ain't moving up to fight no damn Boots. He gonna get the brakes beat off of him if he move up. And I don't see Tank beating nobody really at 147, to be honest with you. But that's neither here nor there. Tank need to focus on the 135 division. Tank got Teofimo Lopez problems he can face. Tank got Vasily Lomachenko problems he can face. Tank got Devin Haney problems he can face. There are other fighters that Tank can fight in that division where he can become great like Canelo Alvarez and fight to become unified champion or undisputed. Tank Davis can do that. Tank Davis can do that, my brother. He can do that. Dude told me to stop yelling. Get the fuck off my channel. He said, stop fucking yelling. D-Card, guess what? You ain't got to worry about him and yell no more. Bye, Felicia. He gone. This is what I do. I yell. You don't like me yelling? Get the fuck out the block. It's simple. Shout out to, I'm a very passionate individual. When I talk, I speak with a lot of passion. Shout out to the Axe.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that half for bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, remember there is a country of 130 million that are backing Canelo. Worth ethics plus unity can conquer the opposition. It's more than boxing to Canelo. He says it's more than boxing to Canelo than boxing. It's about the message. Okay, well, whatever it is. Whatever it is. All I'm saying is he putting in the work. He putting in the work. Dude say all he do is yell. You're right about that. But you keep coming over here. You was blocked, Melvin. Melvin, you was blocked. I unblock you for a reason. You one of my haters. I need you over here. I need you over here. Your hating ass. Anyways, the man, they say he want to see him fight Jermall Charlo. Okay, well, let Jermall Charlo move up. Now, David Benevidez and Jermall Charlo is on the same side of the street. David Benevidez and Jermall Charlo is on the same side of the street. For some reason, Jermall Charlo don't want to move up to fight this guy. He said this guy need to be 25 in order for him to fight him. He said this guy need to get a COVID shot in order for him to fight him. But he's willing to move up to fight Canelo Alvarez. Okay, that's fine. So that tells me that he just want the bag. He doesn't want to be great at that division. He just want the bag. And guess what? Ain't nothing wrong with that. And guess what? If Canelo want to fight him, Canelo do what the hell he want to do. I don't know the man. I don't know Canelo. If Jermall Charlo can get that fight, good. But my suggestion to Jermall Charlo is this. Put in the work ethic that Canelo Alvarez put in. Put in the work ethic that Canelo Alvarez put in. That's my suggestion to all of the PBC fighters. Put in the work ethic. It's easy for me to sit back. It's easy for me to sit back and say, hey, man, you know what I'm saying, man? It's easy for me to sit back and say, dang, he got this and he got that, man. I'm supposed to be in that position. It's easy to say that. But what type of work are you putting in, right? Everybody is saying this. Paulie Maldonado even said Canelo call plan. He said he'd love to see Canelo versus Charlo. So everybody's talking about Canelo versus Charlo next. He's Canelo's biggest rival. This is what Paulie Maldonado said. He said that Jermall Charlo is Canelo's biggest rival. So Canelo is the seed that those pro PBC channels are planting. Play on words. He is the seed that they plan on planting. That's going to be the one to defeat Canelo. Who knows? Maybe he will, maybe he won't. I don't know. Jermall Charlo might can do it. Who knows? If Canelo decides to stay at the super middleweight division, he has a plethora of fighters he can fight at super middleweight, right? He has a plethora of fighters. Listen, moderators, don't even play with him today. If they come over here spamming, disrespecting women and children, block their ass. They can say what they want to say about me. I don't care. Block their ass. Don't even play with them. Anyways, Paulie Maldonado, he wants to see Canelo fight Charlo next, right? They say Charlo is the one. He the one now, right? Berto said the same thing. Canelo Alvarez versus Jermall Charlo. He's basically saying he wants to see Canelo fight Jermall Charlo next. Jamal is that guy that's going to be the one to beat Canelo. So now they're putting their eggs in. So first they put their eggs in the Deontay Wilder basket. That didn't work. Then they put their eggs in the Caleb Plant basket. That didn't work. Now they're putting their eggs in the Sean Porter basket. I'm pretty sure, and I'm telling you guys now, that Sean Porter shit ain't going to work when he fights Terrence Crawford. Now they want to put their eggs in the Jermall Charlo basket. He's going to be the one that's going to do it. Hopefully, maybe he can. I don't know. I just want to see me loving the sport of boxing more than I love a particular fighter. I want to see the fights. If that's the best fight, if that's the best challenge that Canelo can get at 168, Jermall Charlo gonna have to move up. But I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you tomorrow's news today. I'm giving you tomorrow's headlines today. If Canelo Alvarez fights Jermall Charlo next year, if Canelo Alvarez beats Jermall Charlo next year, This is going to be the narrative. Oh man, you know, Jamal was too small. He moved up in weight. He wasn't even a true super middleweight. He beating up on a little man. Jamal Charlo, Jamal Charlo should have had some tune-up fights before which he should, before he moved up and fought Canelo. Canelo could have fought Jermall Charlo years ago, but now he waited till Jermall Charlo is on the downturn in his career. He didn't fight him when he was in his prime. This is what you're going to hear. He's not in the, if Canelo beats this guy, if he beats him, I'm just saying if. The key word is if. If he beats this guy, he ain't fight him in his prime. Jermall Charlo really wasn't focused. He be out in the club drinking. Canelo beating up on a little man. Jermall Charlo's too small. He didn't want to. I'm telling you what it's gonna be. I'm telling you what it's gonna be. Shout out to Rick.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that half a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, what do you think about our own Mexican people hating on Canelo because of him never being better than Chavez? Kind of the issue between LeBron and Jordan. Yeah, I don't know anything about that, fam. I didn't know that there were Mexican people hating Canelo. Basically, the people who love Chavez, that's from the era that I come from. That's the old school. And Chavez is always going to be he's always going to be the guy. He's always going to be the guy. Canelo represents the new young, the new wave, the new era. Chavez was then. He is that guy. He's a great Mexican champion icon. That's facts, right? But Canelo is the new guy. Canelo is the new guy. Shout out to Ricky.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
It's gonna be hard to beat Chavez. It's gonna be hard to beat Chavez, man. Chavez is a bad boy. It's gonna be hard for Canelo to beat that. I doubt if he ever, Chavez had like 1,000 fights. So I doubt if he beat that, but Canelo, once he retires, Canelo has to be top three Mexican all time. Has to be. But we'll talk about that later. Ricky, shout out to Ricky, man. He said, I got Crawford knocking out Porter in the 10th round, coach. I don't know if he gonna knock him out, but Porter gonna come in there with that bulldog style. He been doing a whole lot of talking too. I ain't been hearing nothing from Crawford. She says, how old are the Charlos? They 31 years old, Karma Serene. I highly doubt they're past their prime. They're 30. I agree with that, Carm, but I'm telling you what these people gonna say. I'm telling you what these people gonna say. Because if it don't work out, if he don't beat them, this is what they're going to say. The proof's in the pudding. Their track record speak for itself. Right? Track record speak for itself. But I want to see that fight. If the people want to see that fight, I want to see that fight. Move up to 168. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. He don't want to fight David Benevidez. And they say that Canelo Alvarez is ducking David Benevidez. This is what they're saying. I say they say that. Right? They say that he's blocking David Benevidez, Canelo is ducking him. And now Charlo is ducking David Benevidez. That's what they say. Shout out to Magic Key Boxing.
Hey, okay.
So anyways, Canelo Alvarez is outworking the competition. That's the whole point I'm making. He's outworking the competition. That's all I'm saying. He's outworking the competition. It doesn't matter whether you like him or not. Put that aside. Ask me this. Let me ask you this question. Who is fighting more than Canelo right now? Who your favorite fighter is? If your favorite fighter is St. Davis, how many fights have he had in the past 2 years? Forget that. How many fights he's had in the past year? How many fights have Crawford had? My guy in the past year. I can answer that one. Sean Porter. Boots Ennis and I think Virgil Ortiz, they've been fighting a little bit. But I'm not counting the young. I'm not counting the young guys. I'm not going to count the young guys. You got some nice ice. That's a nice Rolex. You drinking good. But I see a dude from Mexico that came to the trap, took over the trap, and is working his ass off. Every time you turn around, he got a hat that say no gym, no life. I'm like, do this guy have a social life? And it seemed like this is what I noticed about the marketing as it relates to these fighters like Jermall Charlo. It seems like he's more known for, you know, he's rich, he's young, he's flashy, he got this and that. He got the diamonds, the ice, stuff like that. And that's fine, right? That's fine. That's good. I'm happy for him. But with Canelo, it seemed like it's just, he's more known for, it's just strictly boxing. I got money to buy all that shit them niggas got. As a matter of fact, they ain't got no money in comparison to me. Big bank take little bank. I am the killer whale of boxing. But he fights like he's broke. He fights like, man, I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to get better. I need to stay in the gym practicing. I need to have more fights. I'm fighting every 3 months. I don't have 4 fights. Caleb Plant has been a champion since 2019. Caleb Plant has not tried to unify the division at one time. Canelo came to that division, fought all the dudes who had belts, and then he fought Caleb Plant and took his belt. You get what I'm saying? His hustle, his drive, he's hustling, his drive. I'm like, bro, I got admired that as a fighter. I like fights. I like fighters who like to fight. I'm old school. I'm old school, dog, like the Marvin Haglers, the Sugar Ray Leonards, the Hearns, the Julio Cesar Chavez, the Pernell Whitakers, the Mike Tysons. I'm old school. I'm used to seeing fighters fight. I ain't used to seeing fighters on Twitter talking about something. Oh, nigga, pull up. I'm gonna pull up on you. No, shut up. Oh, look at my ice. Look at my rollie. Look at my ice bezel. Whatever these kids be talking about. Look at me. Look at me. I told you. Look at my chain. I got a Lambo. Suicide doors. Shut up. All caps. Big. Like, I'm like, bro, I ain't used to that. I'm 47 years old, dog. I ain't used to that. Maybe it's a generational thing. But Canelo is 31 years old, and he got the mentality of an old school fighter. So that's what I admire. The work ethic. Keyword, work ethic. Fighting other champions. Fighting undefeated champions and taking their belts. I don't care nothing about your watch. I don't care nothing about your ice. I care nothing about your entourage. Are you fighting a champion next, sir? Yes or no? Do you plan on unifying the division, sir? Yes or no? That's what I want to know. That's all I want to know, dog. If you don't plan on doing that, man, we ain't got nothing to talk about. I'm gonna focus on some fighters who want to fight. So 43% of the people in the poll said that they want to see Canelo fight Jermall Charlo. So if that's what the people want to see, that's what I want to see. Shout out to the Queen Bless 365 for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Bless it, I got more followers. That's what they say. I got more followers than you. You know, I got more followers than you. I got more followers. Look at me. Look at my eyes. Yeah, Canelo in the goddamn gym saying, I'm finna trying to become undisputed, dog. Oh, that dude undefeated here champion? Okay, I'm gonna fight him. Oh, he's a slick fighter. They say he too slick for me. Leonard Ellaby said that Caleb Plant's style is too wrong for me. I won't be able to beat him. Caleb gonna be the one to beat me. Okay, I want to fight that guy. He got the belt. Okay, I want to fight that guy in order to become undisputed. Caleb Plant landed the bag. Shout out to Caleb Plant. Let's give Caleb Plant a round of applause for not laying down and landing the bag. See, they don't look at the work ethic. Now let's listen to Jermall Charlo. Now, I said I got the receipts, right? This is the PBC podcast. This is Jermall Charlo with Derek James, and they're gonna ask him about Canelo Alvarez, and they're gonna ask him some things. I want you guys to hear it so you can hear it for yourself.
Now, getting back to you, Jermall, I seen you've been in the gym too for a little bit. Is there any word on when you might return?
We're looking at something we'll be announcing today.
They asking Jermall Charlo, is there any word on when he plans on returning back to the ring? He said he's working on something. I'm gonna let you guys hear it though.
Right now, it's still up for grabs. Everyone that's fighting right now, everyone that's anyone that will probably be on the radar. So we're just gonna let everything play out, and then we'll figure out where to move from there.
Now you
Shout out to Mr. Calderon for dropping that $2 bam super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, how was Jake Paul more active than Charlo? I have no idea, brother. Well, it's two of them. It's two Pauls. So I don't know which one. So I be getting them confused. But anyways, let's see what Jermall Charlo has to say.
said everybody who might be on the radar is kind of busy. Who is Jermall Charlo targeting for his next fight?
Like I said, me and my team working trying to put together, a mega fight. So Canelo called me out. Maybe we'll see what happened with the rematch. However he looked in this fight. Andrade's been talking, and Golovkin is what it is about to unify. So maybe we can fight for all the belts or something like that. We'll figure it out.
So they asked him, who do you want to fight next? He talked about Canelo, as you can hear. He said, Canelo, hopefully we can get a rematch on that. I don't know what he mean by rematch, but he's hoping to land a Canelo fight. He did say that in there. And then he talked about, he said Andrade has been talking, they should have been fought. He said, Triple G is fighting another guy, Murata. Triple G is fighting to become unified champion in the middleweight division again. So, he said, we'll work something out. We'll work something out. But you've been there for 2 years. My thing is this here. They want to be like Canelo, but they don't want to put the work in. You have to fight the other champions in your division. If you want to stand out, if you want to look attractive to a fighter who you're trying to land, guess what, dog? I'm doing the same thing you're doing. I'm in my weight division, cleaning out the division. I don't fault Andrade and beat him and whooped him, right? I don't fault Triple G and whooped him. I don't fault Murata and took his belt. Bro, I'm unified or I'm undisputed over here. I know that PBC fighters, we only fight in-house fights, but I'm telling Al Heyman, hey, Al, listen, I don't want to fight no more in-house fights. I need to fight the other champions. We need to go on the other side of the street and make these fights happen. That's what I want to hear. That's what Canelo doing. That's what he doing. He fighting.
You mentioned Golovkin. It's interesting. I saw you kind of reposted something on your IG. You also just alluded to him fighting Murata in December. But do you think a fight with him is really possible? Because he hasn't seemed too interested in fighting you for one reason or another.
I mean, his handlers are great. So, like I said, anything is possible. It'll be a mega fight. Say he wins this fight with Murata and unify, and then we can unify together. So, it's a big fight. It's a major fight.
Yeah.
So he's talking about unifying. He's hoping that, hey, if Triple G can beat Murata, then hopefully, I can fight him, and that'll be a big fight. We can unify. I totally agree with that, because if Triple G can win against the brother from Japan, would take his belt, or vice versa, then maybe Charlo can fight one of those guys, because one of those guys is going to have 2 belts. He's going to have 1 belt. Then he can become unified champion if he can beat the winner of that fight. That's all I'm saying, Jamal. I'm not banging on you. I'm just saying I want to see you fight. Don't listen. Canelo is one guy. Explain this to me, guys. Canelo Alvarez is one fighter. Why is out of all the fighters in boxing, why is everybody focused on this one fighter? Everybody want to fight Canelo. You want to ignore all the other big fights that can be made in your division. I want to fight Canelo. Everybody want to fight him. He's only one fighter. You have hundreds of fighters in boxing right now. Out of the hundreds, why is it important? Why do you want to fight this one guy? But you got Triple G in your camp. You got Triple G in your weight division. You got Boo Andrade in your weight division. You got Murata in your weight division. You could have unified. At least unify. It's like, dude, it's an obsession at this point. It's like, they're talking about they let Canelo the face of boxing, because all these fighters keep talking about him. All these fighters keep talking about him because they're not even focusing on the other champions in the division. They're not even focusing on the other champions in the division, dog. I'm just saying, you don't see Canelo sitting around calling, oh man, goddamn man, and I want to fight this guy, I want to fight that. Listen, Jermall Charlo, you are the WBC middleweight champion of the world, sir. You have Boo Andrade, who's the WBO middleweight champion of the world. You have Triple G, who is the IBF middleweight champion of the world. You have Murata from Japan, who is the WBO middleweight champion of the world. I think the WBA middleweight champion of the world. Sir, you've been there for 2 years. You ain't fought none of those guys. Again, if he can move up, drop his WBC belt, and get it and can fight Canelo, I'll be happy for the brother. That'll be the bag there. That's the bag. All I'm saying is, if you want to be the guy, don't look at his success. Look at his work ethic. I don't look at other people's success. I don't look at what people have from a material standpoint. I look at what do they have to do in order to get that successful. That's what I look at. Look at the work ethic. He's outworking you guys. There's no way a guy with a net worth of $140 million plus, he probably more than that now because he got paid $40 million guaranteed and plus back end money to fight Caleb Plant. So probably, probably more than that. But you get what I'm saying though. There's no way a guy who he should be more hungry than you. There's no way a guy that has that much money should be more hungry than you. You getting an allowance from Al Heyman. This guy got plenty of money, yet he's in the gym fighting like he's broke. You'll never know he had a net worth of that much. You'll never know he had a net worth of that much. Not based on how he fight. Not based on how he fights. You got to stay busy. I know you got some nice jewelry. I know you got some ice. You got Lambo, suicide doors. I love all that. But anyway, let's keep hearing what our brother Jermall Charlo has to say.
Jamal, we've got a big fight, obviously, Saturday night, Canelo Alvarez versus Caleb Plant. Give us your thoughts on what's going to go down on Saturday night.
Well, he just giving his prediction. He just giving his prediction, guys. Hold on, let's go here. Wait a minute, guys. Let's go here. Hold on, I'm going to turn it to you right now. Here you go.
Somewhere like Houston or close to home, and it'd be major.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Team Canelo seems very keen on fighting you. Any fight he's in obviously is a big fight, but do you think him and you is the biggest possible fight in that division?
I think, yeah. Canelo fighting me would show the world, those interesting, those top competitive fights that's been around, been lingering for years. It can still happen. So it's probably, one of the biggest mega fights, me and Canelo, somewhere like Houston or close to home, and it'd be major.
So he's saying that, he's hoping he can land that fight with Canelo. Basically, he's saying that fight would be huge. It can happen in Houston, where he's from. He's from Houston, Texas. So he's hoping to maybe land that fight in Houston and stuff like that, and yada, yada, yada. So that's what he's saying he's hoping for. That fight to be huge, him and Canelo. But the only problem is he'll have to move up. He has not officially moved up yet. So if you're at middleweight, you ain't fought the other champions in your division, at least fight one of them, but you want to move up to fight Canelo, that's fine. They're saying on here that Canelo has been saying that his next opponent might be Jermall Charlo. That's what they say. I haven't heard it, but they're saying that Canelo is saying that he might fight Jermall Charlo next. He's been saying Jermall Charlo's name. He might fight him next. Jermall Charlo is the one that's going to beat Canelo, according to the Canelo haters and the pro PBC fanboys and the Alphabet Boy channel. Jermall Charlo's going to be that one, and he might be the one. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen before a fight. I got a prediction, though. I predict that he's going to get his ass stopped. But that's if that fight happens, we'll see. You get what I'm saying? But let's move on. Let's hear what Jermall Charlo said about David Benevidez.
Yeah.
What about Jermall Charlo versus Caleb Plant? If Plant could pull off the upset, I guess if he beats Canelo, that's a big fight too. Yeah.
Yeah, he mentioned my name too. I trust me. I think the game plan is pretty much there. I definitely a fight Caleb Plant. He's almost like a small 168 pounder. They give you a little intro too. I'm 6'1". I'm taller than him. He's not really 6'1". I'm a bigger puncher. He's not a real big puncher.
So now he said they can make the fight between him and Caleb Plant. This was before the Canelo Alvarez Caleb Plant fight, guys. So keep that in mind. This was before the fight. He said, yeah, he'll fight Caleb Plant. He said he's a big puncher. Caleb Plant's not a big puncher. And he's just making his case for why he'll beat Caleb Plant. And they're on the same side of the street. Both of these guys are PBC fighters. This was when Caleb Plant was still a champion, though. Before the fight Saturday. Hear what he says about David Benevidez.
They want to see Jamal Charlo fight. Is in the near future.
Now, we've also seen some back and forth with you and David Benevidez. Is that a fight that you'd still be interested in? Would you include that among the big fights that you want?
Like I said, if it's worth it, if it makes sense.
They asked him about David Benevidez, right? He said, hold on, let me let you hear what he said about David Benevidez. He said, let me let you hear what he said about David Benevidez. Hold on.
Of course, if they make money after making a major fight, it's one of the fights that it get the fans a little on their feet. A high fight. I like the style and that type of thing that they want to see Jermall Charlo fight. you know, is in the near future.
No.
Game 2. I trust me. I think the game.
I done went backwards.
Pretty much there. I definitely.
I'm gonna let it play out.
He's almost like a small 168 pounder. You know, they give you a little inch or two. I'm 6'1". I'm taller than him. He not 6'1". I'm a bigger puncher. He's not a real big puncher. You know, we can make that fight happen too. They like just saying like with any one of these fighters that they want to see Jermall Charlo fight, you know, is in the near future.
Here you go.
Now, we've also seen some back and forth with you and David Benevidez. Is that a fight that you'd still be interested in? Would you include that among the big fights that you want?
Like I said, if it's worth it, if it makes sense, and you know, of course, if it makes money after making a major fight, it's one of the fights that it get the fans a little on their feet. You know, high fight. I like the style. And that type of style, you know, a young kid like that, he just talking, he never know what he can get himself into. But I'm a professional kid who lost the belt twice to unprofessional things, and I mean, he has nothing to offer besides running. So
he said, an unprofessional kid who lost his belt to unprofessional things, he's going to say he has nothing to offer. First, he said he'll fight something about David Benevidez. Now he's back. Now he's saying all of the things, giving all of the reasons why he don't want to fight the guy. This shit is, I can't make this up. Shout out to Carlos de la Riva.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
This is on the PBC podcast produced November the 3rd, as you can see. November the 3rd right here. This is a few days ago, right? Not too long ago. He says, I said, Ricardo Finito Lopez. Finito Lopez was the bad boy. It's the greatest Mexican champion. Near perfect technique, great defense, great chin, and their heart as big as the ocean. Yeah, man, Finito Lopez, man. Shout out to Finito Lopez, man. R.I.P.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Yeah, man, listen, it's some bad boys out there. There's some bad boys out there, great Mexican champions. Listen to this dude again, man. Listen to this dude again.
So, I mean, like I said, if it's worth it, if it makes sense, and you know, of course, if it makes money after making a major fight, it's one of the fights that it get the fans a little on their feet. You know, high fight. I like the style. And that type of style, you know, a young kid.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was thinking about Salvador Sanchez. Cesar Castro, thank you for correcting me. I was thinking about Salvador Sanchez. R.I.P. to Salvador Sanchez. Finito Lopez is still alive. Sorry about that, guys. I was thinking about Salvador Sanchez.
Like that, he just talking. He never know what he can get himself into. But I'm a professional kid who lost the belt twice to unprofessional things, and I mean, he has nothing to offer besides running his mouth. So I mean, we know how they go. Yeah, make an interesting fight when you got another fighter saying things and whatever, you know. The talk is cheap, you know.
It's kind of
they can make it happen.
It's kind of interesting to hear.
All right, so he said they have to get out and they see if they can make it happen, whatever the case may be. But he said a whole lot of stuff in there, you know, unprofessional kid who lost his belt twice to unprofessional things. He ain't got nothing to offer, so he's automatically discrediting Teofimo. He's automatically discrediting David Benevidez off the rip. He's discrediting David Benevidez off the rip. Like, so I take that. I'm saying for me, I take that as though he ain't really too keen on wanting to fight David Benevidez. That's how I took that. You guys might be taking it differently, but how I took it is this. He ain't really too keen for getting in the ring with him. That's what it sounded like. That's what I heard. This is what I heard. I'm going to tell you what I heard. I heard, what do you feel about David Benevidez? Quack, 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 quack. That's what I heard. Now, I'm just saying, maybe I'm wrong. But he immediately went to discrediting David Benevidez as finding reasons why he shouldn't fight him because he lost his belt twice to unconventional things. He doesn't bring anything to the table. He has nothing to offer. When you hear a fighter I've been watching boxing a long time, dog. When you hear a fighter start doing that, he let you know he ain't got no intention of fighting. That's what I heard. That's my interpretation of what he said. Now, this is the PBC podcast. You guys can check that out. This is the PBC podcast. Hold on. Let's go here. Hold on, guys. Hold Hold on. Saul Canelo Alvarez. Now check this out. This is decent right here. David Benevidez, guys. I don't know if you guys know this. Let's blow this up. David Benevidez is in a good position as well. David Benevidez, if he can win against the guy he's fighting next, because I heard his fighter got removed. I heard his fighter do Uzkatake pop dirty or something like that. So you ain't got to worry about him. But if David Benevidez can win, he is the #1 contender to fight for the WBC strap. If Canelo Alvarez plans on staying at 168 super middleweight, guess what? And we do know that this site has not been updated. We know that Canelo Alvarez is now the undisputed. They should have changed this already. He is the undisputed, because they still got Caleb Plant as the IBF champ, and Canelo is the WBO. He's the we know Canelo is undisputed. There's no dispute about that. David Benevidez is number 1 to fight for the WBC strap. As you can see, Jermall Charlo is not here because he's a middleweight. He would have to move up. But I don't know if he move up. I don't know if he would move David Benevidez out of the way. I don't know how that'll work. David Benevidez, I think, is the mandatory. Canelo is going to have to fight David Benevidez unless he decides to drop his belt and the WBC gives him the franchise. If they do that, you know how I feel about the French fries belt. I call the franchise belt the French fries belt. But we're going to talk about that at another time. But Canelo, from what I'm hearing, he plans, I don't know how true this is, he plans on staying at 168 and defending his titles in the 168-pound division. David Benevidez will be the #1 guy. And then he's going to have to defend the mandatories with the IBF and the WBO and stuff like that. So he'll have a plethora of fighters he can fight. Right? He don't beat Billy Joe already. He beat Daniel Jacobs already. Did he fight David Lemieux? Yes, he did. Canelo fight David Lemieux. He don't fought so many damn people. Canelo don't fought so many people. I don't lost track. No, he hasn't fought David Lemieux. He hasn't fought David Lemieux. That was Callum Smith. He don't fought so many damn people. Let's see. Where was I? Here we go right here. But you see what I'm saying? So he got a plethora. He got Anthony Durrell. You know what I mean? He got a plethora. Top 10. Gabriel Zotto is right here too. But he got a plethora of people. So Jermall Charlo move up in weight. If he move up to 168, he's not going to knock out David Benevidez. Canelo probably going to stay in this division and defend it a couple times or however many times he see fit. Right? That's what he's going to do. You see what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying. So he has a plethora. He's undisputed now. My thing is with Jermall Charlo. Guys, is this. Hold on. This is my thing with Jermall Charlo. And we finna move over here, guys. Hold on. My thing with Jermall Charlo is this. As you can see, the WBC always have, whoever the top guy is, the champion is, that's who pitcher's going to be here. So anyway, let's go here. I want to show you guys something. Middleweight. Middleweight, right? Jermall Charlo is that guy right here. He's the middleweight champion. Some people say he's the email champion because he didn't fight for the belt. It was handed to him when Canelo dropped the belt. That's what they say. But that's how we got the belt. He's defended it like 4 or 5 times. I think 4 times, something like that. 4 times. The international belt is vacant. Some dude named Sam Eggington, he's the silver champion. The WBC got 1 million belts. I got one too. I pay sanctioning fees as well. I got a WBC belt right here. Mauricio Suleiman, I won this belt right here when I beat up an Amazon Prime delivery driver. Amazon Prime delivery driver, I gave him a fade. I knocked him out a while back, and that's how I got this belt. I'm paying sanctioning fees right now. They're giving out WBC belts like hotcakes. They're giving them out like hotcakes. This is how I won this belt. This one here, I beat an Uber driver. I beat an Uber Eats driver. He tried me. He got slick out the mouth. I caught him with a 2-piece. Knocked him out. And that's how I got this belt. Mauricio sent it to me. They're giving out WBC belts like hotcakes. We know that. They got 1 million of them. Shout out to DSV.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said WBA Mando will be next. Sadly, John Ryder. All right, if he fighting this Mando, man, yeah, whether we like him or not, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So, so basically, Jermall Charlo is not even in the rankings because he's at middleweight. But let's move on. Shout out to Patty for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Patty says, what do you think about Darrell saying he'll retire if he can't fight Canelo? I mean, listen, Darrell can't beat Canelo. We know that. He don't have a snowball chance in hell, but he's looking for a payday. Darrell is 37 years old, Patty. He's old, long in the tooth right now. He's not on Canelo's level. He's going to get knocked out. We know that. He might as well retire. Because, what's the reason why would Canelo fight him at this point? Because if Canelo fight him, then all the Canelo haters gonna say, "Oh man, he fighting Anthony Darrell. He fighting him old. Anthony Darrell past his prime. He 37." They ain't gonna be happy for Anthony Darrell for laying in the bag. They're going, "Oh man, he ain't fighting nobody. We want to see Canelo fight Charlo." Then if he fight Charlo and beat Charlo, "Oh man, we want to see Canelo fight Benevidez." Okay, that fight more than likely should happen. Then if he beat David Benevidez, "Oh man, you know what? We want to see. Oh, if he really good, he'll fight. If he really good, he'll fight Caleb Plant, Errol Spence, Jamal, and Jamal Charlo at the same time. If he really good, it's always gonna be something. If he what you say he is, why he ain't fighting two fighters at the same time? Again, like my mother told me a long time ago, when somebody doesn't like you guys, there's nothing that you can do to make them like you. When somebody doesn't like you, there's nothing that you can do to make them like you. He said Charlo is a skilled fighter. He can make the fight interesting for Canelo. Canelo is the real pound for pound king today. Yeah, he is. He is. I know. Whether you like him or not, it is what it is. I mean, at this point in time, it's like, goddamn, dog. Like the man, the more we hate on him, the more he just keep winning. God damn. Man ain't lost a fight in 8 years. We've been hating. We had our nuts crossed on him for 8 years, and he just keep winning. God. All right, who else we got? Well, listen. You got one more bullet in that rust-ass 38 you got as it relates to Canelo. You Alphabet Boy channels, you have been wrong. You've been wrong, right? And I feel bad for you. I really do. You was wrong about Wilder, wrong about Caleb Plant. You're gonna be wrong about Porter. And now you're saying that Charlo's gonna be that one. We're gonna be right on this one. And I believe that if Charlo moves up and fight Canelo at 168, he gonna get stopped. I believe that. This ain't no skin color politics. We gotta stick together because no. I'm going by skills. I'm going by what I see. I see one guy, he's outworking the competition. I see one guy, he's fighting more than everybody in his weight division and most people in boxing. I'm not talking about the young guys like the Bruce Ennis. I'm not talking about those guys. I'm talking about out of the old heads, he's outworking everybody. Because of his activity, because he's fighting more than you are, he is more sharper than you are, than your favorite fighter when he comes in the ring. So when your favorite fighter comes in the ring, he's going to lose because this guy is outworking him. He's sharpening up the tools every time he turn around. It is what it is. So that's just how I see it. You got one more bullet in that rust-ass 38 you got. And the bullet is rusty. Put all your stock in Sean Porter. May the force be with you. And if Charlo was to move up and fight Caleb Plant, put all your stock in Charlo. May the force be with you. But you guys been wrong. Shout out to my brother Nestor Gills on the Boxing Voice. Shout out to my brother. That PBC shit been every time they step outside of the PBC bubble, the protection program, when they fight fighters outside of that, they get their ass whipped. We saw it with Wilder. We just saw it with Plant. And we're going to see it again on November the 20th. Whoever y'all picking, I'm picking the opposite guy. Whoever you like, I'm going to like the other guy. It is what it is. I get it. You see what I'm saying? Now, let's address the chat. Let me address the chat. We're going to spend the rest of this time addressing the chat. Let me read these chats over here, man. So all I'm saying is this here, dog. It's okay if you want to be Canelo. Tank Davis, you know, Canelo is you at 168. It's okay if you feel that way. It's okay if you feel that way. Only problem is, my brother, is this here. You got to have the work ethic that Canelo has. Got to have the work ethic that Canelo has, sir. You got to have the work ethic that Canelo has. This is poetry in motion right here. Look at this here. Look at this here, guys. We're going to talk to the chat. Look at this here. Watch this here. There you go. Caleb Plant trying to run a little bit. Caleb Plant and Canelo talking to each other in the ring. He said pretty good for 21-0, huh? That's what he's telling Canelo. Crowd started booing. See him right there? I think this one, Caleb Plant was doing pretty good, though. Canelo walking him down, though. Started wearing him. I think this is the 9th round. Caught him that left hook. So this is when Caleb Plant started. They was talking in the ring. They was talking in the ring. This is the 9th round. And we know Canelo got him out of there. Because I think if you watch my live, I said that Canelo is fighting more with the sense of urgency. And he started pressing the action a little bit more. Caleb Plant, he got a little tired there. I mean, you can only you can only fight that way for so long. You know what I mean? And I admire the fact that Canelo was very patient in this fight because he had to be, because Caleb Plant had phenomenal footwork and defense. And shout out to Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant showed up to fight, dog. Caleb Plant showed up to fight. So let's go ahead. He showed up to fight. He did not lay down. He showed up to fight. He did not lay down. Caleb Plant did that. And I am a fan of Caleb Plant now after what I saw Saturday. I am a fan of Caleb Plant now. Let's go ahead and get to the chat, man. Remy says, I got Plant over Jamal.
Hey, okay.
Over Jamal? You know what? I would pick Plant over Jamal. Not based on skin color. Based on boxing skills. Based on what I saw, the way Caleb Plant defense is, and his quickness and his reflexes and his footwork is, yeah, I would take that. Based on pure boxing skills, I think Caleb Plant made a fan out of me. He said Crawford versus Canelo catchweight would be better than Errol Spence. Man, Canelo killed Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford is my favorite fighter. That's my guy. But I ain't gonna cap for him like that. No, man. No. I don't know. That ain't that's out of his league. Crawford stay at 147. He fine there. You know, he gonna catch hell trying to fight Boots or Virgil Ortiz. You know, them the problems that Crawford and Errol Spence gonna have to worry about. Crawford and Errol Spence gonna have to go have some Boots or some Virgil Ortiz and Boots Enos problems. And he ain't gotta worry about no Canelo. So he gotta worry about that. Yeah, Crawford ain't that man to get killed. Come on, man. That dude too. No. He said, why does Crawford beat Porter? Because I like Crawford to beat Porter. I think he got the better overall skills. Why does Porter beat Crawford? Because maybe you feel like that Porter is a better fighter than Crawford. It's my opinion. You know what I mean? Jamal said he'll fight Canelo in Mexico. Jamal was drinking. Yeah, he did say that. He was drinking. Fred Manson said, I never watch you, but I'm glad that you're one of the channels that doesn't go by skin color and is basically about skill level. I'm 47. See, listen, let me tell you something, guys, about me. If you're new to the channel, let me break something down to you. See, I was in the Nation of Islam for 25 years. I was a lieutenant out of the Mosque number 47. I was raised and trained by Minister Abdul Kareem Muhammad, my grandfather. I was trained by Minister Rahman. He was one of the guys who introduced Muhammad Ali to Malcolm X and helped bring him into the Nation of Islam back in the early 60s and stuff like that. You know, BR down in Miami, Musa. I was trained by some heavyweights. And I used to be racist as hell. Hated white people because they were white. My mother was a Black Panther. She hated white people as well. So I inherited hate, and my mother was a very dark-skinned woman, so she grew up, she was born in 1944. Her experiences in life were a lot different than mine, right? So I used to have that mindset. You know what I mean? I was a former racist. I didn't know if you guys knew that, right? This is the truth. Shout out to Remy for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Remy said, great show. I really appreciate that, Remy. So yeah, so that's my background. So the reason why I bang on that race baiting, that race hustling so hard, I don't give a damn who it is. I bang on it so hard because, you know, I used to be that. I used to be a race hustler, a race baiter. Everything was about race, skin color. Anytime something didn't go right for the black man, it was because the white man was holding him down. I believe that a man who died in 1975 was alive on a spaceship. It was going to come down to kill white folks in America and save all of the people who were members of the Nation of Islam who believed. That's my backstory. I was racist in the motherfucker. It took me 25 years to snap out of that. It took me 25 years to wake up out of that. It took me a long time, but I woke up. Finally. Finalmente. Right? So this is why I'm not with the race hustling. She said, which city for Black Panther? My mother, she grew up in Philadelphia when she was younger. She grew up in Philadelphia. Right? So, you know, when you have that kind of mindset, you don't have any objectivity. You can't see things. I always saw things from a victim mentality. I didn't see life as, you know what, I got control of my own destiny. I have plenty of examples of people who look like me, who are multimillionaires or being very successful in life, but yet I can't come up because the system is holding me down, the man is holding me down. I'm not gonna hold myself responsible for every individual has to hold themselves responsible for their actions. Are there such things as racism in life? Of course it is. Absolutely. It was here before I was born. When I'm dead and gone, guess what? It's still gonna be here. But me as an individual, but for me just to hate somebody without them even doing anything to me, without me even knowing them, just because of the color of their skin, was ignorant as hell. It took me 25 years to snap out of that, but I finally did it. Shout out to Kings of Commonwealth. For dropping that $2 bam super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Coach, who you got? Plant versus Benevidez. Shoot. I ain't gonna lie, man. I like Benevidez a lot. But Caleb Plant showed me he got that dog in him in this fight against Canelo. So that's a 50-50 fight, dog. I'm gonna have to think about that. Because I can make an argument for how both fighters can win. I'm gonna have to think about that. I'm gonna have to think about that, man. That's a 50-50 fight. I would give the edge to Plant because he just fought. He got the experience of fighting Canelo. I would give that edge to him. But Benevidez is a bigger fighter. So I don't know, man. You know, I'm kind of, man, damn, you put me on the spot, dog. You put me on the spot with that. He says, I believe you, bro. Just shout out to the Panthers. Having fun. Just, yeah, man. He said, I don't believe the Canelo hype. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, you don't have to believe the Canelo hype. There's nothing wrong with that, brother. But one thing I will say, you have to admire Canelo's work ethic. That's all I'm saying. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. He said, who do you think Boots should fight next? You know what, brother Jeremy, whoever he can get his hands on at this point. Boots is such a phenomenal talent that I don't see any of the top guys, Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, or Sean Porter. Sean Porter already said he doesn't want any of that smoke. I don't see those guys fighting Boots or Virgil Ortiz. So it's going to be very hard for Boots to get fighters in the ring because of the hype and his talent. I'm just going to be honest with you. Boots is going to have to probably partner with, he's going to have to sign to a major promoter. To be honest with you. He said, you spitting so much truth, I had to instantly subscribe. Yes, I appreciate that, fam. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Shout out to Suave Look.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, everyone wants to be a baller, but you forgot about the struggle. Put in the work, Charlo, Benevidez, and Triple G. And Triple G has fought no one since the last Canelo fight. That's all I'm saying. Listen, Suave, that's all I'm saying. So look at Canelo's work ethic. Put the work in, dog. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I can sit back and call out Canelo all day. But this dude, like, man, Canelo, I'm tired of, like, you hear these Alphabet Boy channels, right? Shout out to Twee.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that half for bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Twee, shout out to you. Shout out to you, Queen. Shout out to Twee. Let's see. Hold on, man. Let me get to these super chats, guys. Shout out to George H.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
George H says, respect the content, coach. Yeah, I appreciate that, fam. I appreciate that. I really do. I really do. I do this for the people, man. I'm not a fanboy. I don't do no D-riding for interviews. We don't kiss no ass over here. I'm not down with no clicks on YouTube. I'm on my own island by my goddamn self. Because what I notice about it is when you get with these cliques and crews, as soon as you say something that they don't like, they turn on you. So guess what? If you're going to be the bad guy, be the goddamn bad guy. Make them hate you. I'm the bad guy for the truth. And it is what I'm going to call it the way I see it. I'm not always right, but I'm going to be as honest and as objective as possible. I don't care nothing about what your skin color is when it comes to the sport of boxing. All I care about is who your next fight is, when your next fight going to be. Are you being active? Are you going to give us, me as a fan of the sport of boxing, the type of fights that we want that's going to make us excited to help grow the sport? That's all I care about. All the other shit, I don't care about your chain, your ice, your watch, which promotional company you're with, what side of the street you're on. I don't care about none of that shit. I don't. Shout out to the QB Lever.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
QB said, Coach, what do you think about this? Canelo versus Andre Ward. Man, that's a fantasy match. Andre Ward in his prime when he was fighting versus Canelo at that time, I like Andre Ward all day, to be honest with you. To be honest with you, he's going to fight Canelo. I'm just saying me. That's just my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. I like Andre Ward all day. But right now, Canelo all day over Andre Ward. Andre Ward ain't fought in years. He cannot beat Canelo right now. He's a retired fighter. He need to stay retired. Shout out to Brandon. Brandon says, subscribe. I appreciate that, fam. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit the like button for the old boy. I appreciate that. True.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that, fam. Let's see. Shout out to Brandon. He says, bro, Crawford is fire from Africa. Yeah, shout out to Africa.
What?
I say shout out to Africa.
What?
I say shout out to Africa.
To this day.
Really though.
Hey, okay.
Let's see. Crawford is my favorite fighter, but he need to fight more. He got 37 fights. He need to fight more. I'm not going to cap for Crawford. I'm glad that he landed a PBC fighter. We'll see what happens. Boots. Let's see. This one guy says something about Boots. He says Boots will destroy Canelo. I doubt that. I don't lie. I'm not going to lie. I doubt that. Boots he's nice. He's look good. He's flashy. Stuff like that. I don't see him destroying no Canelo. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. You know what I mean? Canelo's not that guy that you're going to hit one time and they're going to be knocked out and be asleep. No, it's going to be, he's going to have to fight. I don't see that. Boots is a 147-pounder. In order for him to beat Canelo, he's going to have to move up to 168. So he has a long way to go before he move up to there. So that's just a fantasy match. Twee say, just supporting your channel. Keep up the great commentary. I appreciate that, Twee.
Hey, okay.
I really appreciate that. True. This dude says Tank versus Plant. Come on, man. Come on, man. Cut it out. He talking about some Boots. He talking about some Tank versus Boots. Shout out to HO5 Hiking.
Hey,
For
okay.
dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. Boy.
Say, this is my new favorite channel. Do you think Errol Spence would ever fight Canelo if he keeps winning? Shout out to my IG. Oh, that's your Instagram? Okay. All right. Yeah, I do that there, man. I'll follow you on IG, fam. I'm gonna follow you right now. You on IG right now? I do that there. Hold on, let me see. Shit. Hey, Fizz. I think I found you. How many followers you have? Tell me how many followers you have so I know it's the right one. Yeah, man. I used to be like the LDBC. F Society says, what work? Fighting European boxers, cherry picking. Okay, but listen, he just fought Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant is American for the last time I checked. He said Ward was dirty. Yes, Ward fought dirty. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Do whatever you got to do to win the fight. You know what I mean? Do whatever you got to do to win the fight. And whatever you can get away with in the ring, do it. Bernard Hopkins fought dirty. Tyson fought dirty. Whatever it takes. And whatever you can get away with in the ring. I'm not talking about cheating, taking illegal substances. But you get what I'm saying, though. Shout out to Kings of Commonwealth.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. Boy.
He said, I'm proud of you, coach. I hated I'm Latino white people, but it was on white people who helped me and my sister when my mom was in the hospital. Yeah, man, listen, man, you got to judge people by the content of their character, man, for real, man. All this skin color politics shit, man, I did that shit 25 years, dog. I ain't never going back down that dark rabbit hole again. I was in a dark place for 25 years. I'm never going back to that. Never. Shout out to Rick. What's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Rick for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, what do you think or know about Virgil going to Eddie Reynoso? Shout out to San Diego. Shout out to San Diego, man.
To this day.
Shout out to San Diego. True. I've been hearing those rumors, but Virgil Ortiz denied that was true. And I think Robert Garcia, I've read a message somewhere saying that Robert Garcia confirmed that him and Virgil is not working together anymore. So I don't know what's going on, fam. But I think that'd be a good look for Virgil Ortiz if he get with Eddie Reynoso. That'd be a good look for him. That'd be a good look for him. You see what I'm saying? To be honest with you, HO5 Hockey, he said almost 13,000. Okay, I got you. Bam. Just followed you, sir, right there. Just followed you. Yeah, man. Y'all, hey, listen, man. Y'all want me to follow you on IG, man? Let me know, man. I'll follow y'all on IG, man. Y'all let the old boy know, man. This could be the IG show today. The IG show. He said your thoughts on Xander Zayas. Xander Zayas is a bad boy. He's a problem. He's a problem. As a matter of fact, let's see who he fights next. Xander Zayas. Let's see. Let's see who he fights next. Xander Zayas. Let's see who he fights next. Let's see. It doesn't show who he fights next. Because I saw the fight that he had with Jose Luis Sanchez. I saw that fight, right? It doesn't show who he fights next. But if if they keep matching him up right, I think he's going to be the future. He's a bad boy. I like him. I'm a fan of him, to be honest with you. I'm a fan of him, to be honest with you. Let's see. Everybody dropping their IG. Everybody, hey, y'all got to follow me back now. Y'all got to follow me back. Y'all got to follow me back now. HO5. Hey, y'all, everybody dropping the IG now, man. Everybody, I tell y'all what. This is what we're gonna do. This is my Instagram right here. My IG is at Coach Malachi Williams. You guys follow me. This show will never end if I do that. At Coach. You guys follow me here, man. At Coach Malachi Williams. This it right here. There you go right there. There you go right there, guys. I just realized it's just too many. Just thought about that. There you go. Shout out to Ed Shake for him.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said Brian Custer said Charlo and Canelo's people had a meeting before the fight in 2022. Also, there's a rumor that he will fight Darrell first. Okay, all right. Okay, all right.
Hey, okay.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But what about David Benevidez? He's the #1 contender. So basically, guess what? I'm gonna tell you something. When they fight, those fights gonna be on the zone. So basically, he might probably fight David Benevidez and then go ahead and fight Jermall Charlo next year. That'll be good for both of those guys. They can land the bag. Shout out to Troy McWilliams.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He says, my brother says, super sticker. I appreciate that. Let me do this. At Paul Evans. Let me hey, I got a million goddamn y'all hit me up, man. Just hit me up over there, man. Any content you want me to cover, send it to me there in my DMs and just hit me up there, man. Caesar Castro said, I think he'll fight both of them. Yeah, if he's going to stay at 168, yeah, he's going to fight both of them. If he's going to stay at 168, I think Canelo does need a break. He's had 11 fights in. No, he's had 11 fights. 4 fights in 11 months. I think he needs a break. Get away from boxing. You know, which that'd probably be hard to do for him. Just get away from boxing. I'm hearing that he said he'll be back in March. Get away from boxing, relax, spend time with your wife and kids, family. Take plenty of golf. Maybe look at some fight films. Study your future opponents and go from there. Just relax right now. You know, just relax right now. And I recommend that for any fighter. You see what I'm saying? Steven Riva says, only 2 channels I watch. And this is one of them. Moni Brown TV. Yeah, the real ones. Yeah, Moni Brown. Shout out to Moni Brown, man.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Moni Brown, man. He came over here yesterday, man. Shout out to Moni Brown, man. He says Charlo gets stopped by Canelo. I believe so, too. Fam. I believe so, too. Nathan says that Mayweather Jr. said Caleb Plant can beat Canelo, but he got knocked out. There's a whole lot of people said that. Hey, he say, this old boy don't know. What the hell is IG, fam? Oh, Instagram. IG. James, Instagram, man. IG is Instagram. Rod Real shows what's happening, bro. He said, Coach, what's a good way to strengthen your jaw to take shots? Oh, that's a good question, bro. I don't know. I guess bite down on a towel or something. A gum shield. Some kind of gum shield or something, man. Some kind of gum shield you can use. Something to chew on or whatever, strengthen them jaw muscles. But, everybody got a different punch resistance. The jaw, you get hit right, well, in the jaw. But that chin, I'm thinking about the chin. Yeah, but the jaw, yeah, I don't know, is, I would say, they got a lot of stuff out there, but I would say Google that. I don't know what the latest stuff is. right now. F Society says he's going to duck Benevidez. Canelo's sparring partner was destroying Canelo. What you say, fam? F Society, what you say, baby? He say, Canelo's going to duck Benevidez. Canelo's sparring partner was destroying Canelo. And Benevidez beat the brakes off of his sparring partner. To this day. Society, boy. I take it that Canelo is your favorite fighter. Something tells me that Canelo Alvarez is your favorite fighter, my brother. Something tells me that. L Society, boy, my brother. Okay. My brother, man. Hey, man. Javon Soto said, yeah, he needs a break. Yeah, he need a break. Damien says, in the meantime, the other 168 need to fight each other. Yeah, they need to fight too. Like, Damien, this is what I'm saying, my brother. Why you focusing on one guy? The other guys should stay busy fighting each other. That's all I'm saying, fam. You know, y'all act like Canelo is the sport of boxing. He's one guy. Why not? Why you ain't fighting the other dudes? Now, Canelo is the top guy in the sport of boxing. I don't think no one can deny that. From a notoriety standpoint, from a money standpoint, the draw standpoint, him, Joshua. I'm saying from a cash cow standpoint, him and Joshua, they bring them out. They selling out stadiums. I don't think no one can argue that. Whether you like these guys or not, these two fighters are selling out stadiums. You know what I mean? They're getting paid big money. 40, 50, $60 million. So I'm just being honest with you. This is the truth. Whether you like it or not, it is what it is. But in the meantime, the other fighters need to fight each other. He said, you guys do know Mexicans inherit a huge market in boxing when discussing money spent on boxing. Egg Shake, so he said, Coach, do you think the Kovalev fight was a dive? No, hell no. Yeah, you see that punch he got hit with? No, ain't that fight with no dive. That man was hurt. No, that fight with no dive. I seen that fight twice. That wasn't no dive there. If it was a dive, he did a good job acting. You know what I'm saying? What you say? J Mill? Is that J Mill? I don't know how to pronounce the last name. He said the realest ish on YouTube, nothing but facts. I try to be as straight down the middle as I can, man. He said, dig Money Brown too. Yeah, Money Brown, man. I like Money Brown, man. Money Brown love Canelo now. He love Canelo. But shout out to Money Brown. He loved him. I think he loved. Who is his football team? I forgot who he told me his football team is to. He said Castaño has already stated that he wants a rematch. Hopefully someplace in Texas. Someplace other than Texas. Charlo's home state. Hey, but at least Jermall Charlo fought to become undisputed, and Brian Castaño did. At least he did that. I wish Jamal would have the mentality of Jamal, to be honest with you. I'm not on social media except Facebook and YouTube. He said, if anybody can KO Porter, it's Bud. Do you agree? Bud has the most power in the weight class. I don't know if he has the most power in the weight class, my brother. All I know is he stopped. He's on an 8 KO win streak, and he stopped every welterweight he's facing. He's a small guy. The small guy from Omaha, Nebraska is stopping these really big welterweights. So that's what I've been seeing. I don't know. I mean, I would say Virgil Ortiz is pretty strong. Boots Ennis is pretty strong as well. So, but I don't know. I don't know who's the strongest. He's one of them though. He's one of them. He's one of them. Let's see. Shout out to the Tim Musi for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, salute from Albuquerque. Great show. First time here. Got your link from Money Brown TV. Oh, man. I appreciate that, man. Southpaw Killer says, why didn't Andrade or Charlo go for Murata? I never understood this. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on at 160, man. I don't know what's going on at 160, dog. For some reason, these dudes at 160 pounds, they act like it's the bubonic plague when it comes to fighting each other. Shout out to Albuquerque.
To this day.
Shout out to Albuquerque. True.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't get it, dog. Like, these dudes won't even fight each other, dog. They won't even fight each other at 160, man. I'm like, bro, everybody want to fight this one dude, Canelo. I'm like, why about the other fighters? Y'all act like there's no other fighters in boxing that you can fight. That's all I'm saying, bro. Like, damn, me, I'll take the Jermall Charlo route. I'm trying the Jermall Charlo route, the Josh Taylor route, man. I'm finna fight everybody. Whoever got a belt, I'm finna fight. If you got a belt, I want that. They did that. Shout out to Twisted Society for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He says that just showing. Shout out to you, fam. Hey guys, I want to give everybody a round of applause, man. I'm finna give everybody a round of applause, man. Everybody a round of applause. Everybody a round of applause. Everybody a round of applause, man. Okay. Everybody a round of applause, man. I really appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I really do. I call everybody my New Media Today USA Boxing family. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at the like button. Now, I will say this. I am a very passionate guy about the sport of boxing. You see, I talk a lot of shit. So I have quite a few channels who hate me, and that's fine. They have a right to hate me. I have quite a few trolls who hate me, and that's fine. They have a right to hate me. When you come to my channel, you can call me whatever you want on my show. I will not block you. I don't believe in blocking people, right? This is the only way you will get blocked with me, unless I'm really, really irritated. Like if someone called me a racist, I'm clearly not racist. You know what I mean? Say some crazy shit, or someone's a fanboy, and he get out of line, I may block him every now and then, but I don't block people. The only way you get blocked on my channel is if you disrespect women, if you attack women, if you attack children, and if you are racist, you will get blocked. Those are the 3 requirements for getting blocked. My moderators know. If you can say, you can call me whatever you want to call me. I've had the Alphabet Boy channels. They call me Coon, Uncle Tom, Sellout, Sambo. They call me every name in the book. I have no problem with that. If that's what you want to call me, fine. I can defend myself. I can defend myself very well because I come from the race hustling background, so I know how to destroy that shit. If you go into my playlist and look at any of my videos, I toe tag and body bag over here. I body bag the whole Alphabet Boy community. It ain't no war now with them. I got love for those guys, you know, but the race hustling, I ain't with that shit. I don't like the Mexican race hustlers. I don't like the black race hustlers. I don't like the white race hustlers. I don't like none of them because I come from the race hustling background. And that, to me, that has nothing to do with the sport of boxing. I believe in growing the sport of boxing. And the only way we're going to grow the sport of boxing, the best fighters need to fight the best fighters. Follow Canelo's lead. Follow Anthony Joshua's lead. I know he lost, but he has fought the top guys. We ain't fought Tyson Fury or Wilder, but he's fighting his mandatories. He's become unified twice. I like to see fights. Josh Taylor, you know what I mean? I want to see my guy Terrence Crawford. I want to see this fight with him and Porter. I want to see Virgil Ortiz. I want to see Jermall Charlo fight more. I want to see Jamal Charlo fight more. I want to see Tank Davis fight the top guys in the division. We don't have no protective custody program over here. I don't believe in protecting fighters. You'll never hear me say, oh man, well, he don't deserve to fight my fighter because he hasn't done anything. He don't deserve to fight my fighter. And my fighter, I want to protect him and we want to hide him over here. Hell no. If you are a fighter in the sport of boxing, and if you are an elite fighter, I want to see the best fighters fight the best fighters. That's all I want. And for me, as of right now, Canelo is doing that. Tyson Fury and Wilder, they fought each other for the 3rd time. Thank God we won't see that again, but they gave us a classic fight. Wilder went out on his shield. And Alexander Usyk and Joshua, they gave us a damn good fight. Alexander Usyk, come to the trap and take over the trap. Come to your trap and take over your trap. Alexander Usyk came to your trap and he took over your trap. Canelo right now, they said that he only fights European fighters. Well, he just fought an American 2 days ago and he beat his ass too, knocked him out. Stopped him in the 11th round, right? So now, if we get these PBC fighters to fight more, stop fighting on Instagram, stop showing me how much ice you got around your neck. I'm happy that you got a Lambo with suicide doors, not doors, doors. I'm from Florida. I'm an old country nigga from Florida, so y'all got to bear with me. So you see what I'm saying? So suicide doors, whatever you want to call it. You know, you got ice, you blinging. I got 15 bottles of Moet on me. You're drinking all of the Cristal and the Moet, and you're balling. You're doing big things. But yet this guy from Mexico come to America, has a net worth of $140 million, and he fights like hell. So for me, the guy who I see all the time that's fighting, that's the guy who this dude fighting. And he fought 3 undefeated champions and he beat him and took their belt. I like that. So that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Waiting on Big Fish to come back from his eyeball injury so he can start back fighting again. Keith Thurman, I don't talk about Keith Thurman because Keith Thurman is not a fighter anymore. He doesn't fight anymore. He hasn't fought in over 2 years. So I don't talk about fighters who ain't fighting. I talk about fighters who are fighting. Canelo deserves a break. Jermall Charlo, we need to see you back in the ring, sir. And I don't want Jermall Charlo waiting on Canelo. Well, I ain't gonna fight nobody till next year till I can get Canelo in the ring. No, you need to be trying to fight Triple G, Boo Boo Andrade. You need to be trying to fight those guys in order to unify the division. That's what you need to be doing. Don't sit back waiting on Canelo. Canelo is one fighter. Fight the other champions in your division. Say, you know what? This is what Canelo did. This is what my little brother did. Jermall Charlo did at the junior middleweight champion, junior middleweight division. He fought for undisputed in a draw. He fought and he's a unified champion. He has 3 belts. I need to do what he do. This is what I need to see Jermall Charlo do. This is what I need to see Tank Davis do. I don't want to see you fight Barrios, and I don't want to hear Leonard Smellerby, Garage Nose, talking about who is Josh Taylor. He ain't nobody. Who is Teofimo? Teofimo, you know, he can't put butts in seats. I don't want to hear that. Is Tank Davis gonna fight the best fighters in the division? Is he gonna fight Teofimo Lopez Floyd? I don't believe in making another promoter rich. I believe in keeping everything in house. We have a plethora of fighters that Tank can fight with the PBC and Mayweather Promotions. We're all family. We can just keep fighting in-house fights. So I guess the answer to that question is no. You're not going to fight Teofimo Lopez. You're not going to fight Devin Haney. You're not going to fight Vasily Lomachenko. You're not going to fight Richard Comey. Okay, I'm not even going to watch this guy fight no more guys. If he's as good as you say he is, he needs to be fighting the top guys. That's how I feel about it. Wilder, when he comes back, he needs to be fighting the top guys. Tyson Fury, when he comes back, he needs to be fighting the top guys. Anthony Joshua, he's already fighting the top guy coming up. Got his hand full with this boy Alexander Usyk. Crawford, after you dispose of Porter, I want to see you fight some top guys. Hopefully, after this, you're on the wrong side of the street. Big fish. Cap, call out, big fish. Hopefully this big fish, other side of the street shit will subside. Because now we got PBC and Top Rank doing business together to fight each other. Sean Porter's the PBC fighter. Terrence Crawford is the Top Rank fighter. This is his last fight with Top Rank. I don't want to hear no more big fish, wrong side of the street. I don't want to hear that shit. If you going to fight the top guys, I don't want to hear that wrong side of the street shit from no fighter. Promotional companies need to come together to put fights together. Damn all this other side of the street stuff. We ain't babysitting no fighters. We not putting them in protective custody over here. I don't do that. So, and guess what? I'm not a fanboy. I'm never going to cap for your fighter. So understand, this is the contract that you make with me when you subscribe to my channel. If you think I'm going to be a fanboy for your favorite fighter, you got the wrong channel. If you think that I am going to put certain narratives in order to lean towards another fighter, you have the wrong channel. If you think that I am going to be a race hustler and a race baiter and push race based content in order to fit my narrative, guess what? In order to fit a certain narrative, guess what? You got the wrong channel. I talk loud, I got a big ass mouth, and I talk a lot of shit. That's true. You can call me whatever you want to call me in the chat. I don't mind. I have thick skin. I don't mind. I will not block you. Just don't attack women and don't attack the children. And that's it. And don't be racist. And respect everybody in the chat. Don't be racist. Other than that, that's it. It's our Coach Malachi Williams. Signing out for New Media Today USA Boxing. We will be on tomorrow, guys, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. New Media Today USA Boxing. Guess what? Don't meet me there, beat me there. But before we go, you know we got to do this OJ Jew-Man style. If you're new to the channel, what I like to do, I like to give everybody a shout out. You know, before I go, if I forget your name, please forgive me. It's too many people in the chat. We had up to 900 people here. Half of them are gone. 900. Half of them are gone now. We got 431. So please forgive me if I don't say your name. Shout out to Daniel Hernandez.
The stickiest of the icky. You want to smoke with the old boy Rick James?
Yeah, I'm finna go smoke. Right after I finish this live, we finna go burn one with the old boy. R.I.P. to Rick James. Shout out to Daniel Hernandez.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Remy.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Steel Shelf.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the Queen Arlette.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the Queen Bless 365.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the Queen Lisa Bells and Lady Shan Dutton Season. Please check her out and subscribe.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to my brother Major Keep Boxing. Glenn over there in Old Town, baby.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to my man Mark Nash. I ain't seen him in a minute, but shout out to Mark Nash. Shout out to shout out to Sporting Icons. Shout out to Moni Brown. Moni Brown TV, man. Money Brown, is it Money or Money? Whatever it is. Shout out to my brother Money Brown TV, man. Much love to that brother, man. Much love to that dude over there, man. I rocks with him. And shout out to KQKC Boxing. He's the LDBC channel. I love that brother. He's a good guy. He ain't like them other guys over there. He's an independent thinker. Shout out to Dickie Two Guns. Shout out to F Society, my brother. Shout out to Zadis Buchanan. Shout out to William Posey, Thomas Jones, Kelly Malia, Stuff 76, John Doe. What up, Doe? Shout out to 805 Hiking. Shout out to Bon Scott. Shout out to Remy. Shout out to Egg Shake Farm. Shout out to Troy McWilliams. Paul Evans. Salute to you, fam. And shout out to Ava. Shout out to Jerry. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Paul. Paul Verizer. What's going on, my brother? Shout out to the Gypsy King, Tyson Too Fast Fury. What's going on, fam? I'll be damned. Safe to say that Tyson Fury is your favorite fighter. Shout out to Big Ronald Finkley, man, and them boys over there, UGC Flame. Shout out to Jeff Lucietta, my brother. Shout out to Jules Bandana. Shout out to Tony Montana. Shout out to Bon Scott. Mira, es un placer conocerlo otra vez. Yo estaré aquí a las 3. Ya a las 3 por la tarde. Me conoce aquí. Todos los días de semana. Yo estoy aquí. Es verdad, mi hermano, manito. Let's go. Shout out to David Alache. Shout out to Mo Master. Shout out to Maestro Boxing. Maestro. Shout out to you, fam. Shout out to Thomas Candela. What's up, bro? Shout out to all of the lovely ladies who was here as well in the chat. I might some gave super chats. I forgot their names. Please forgive me. Shout out to Thomas Jones. Shout out to 805 Hiking. Shout out to Jay Graves. Shout out to Cesar Castro. Shout out to Nathan. Shout out to John Doe. Shout out to Ray B. Shout out to Jeff Lucietta once again. Shout out to shout out to Jules Bandana. Shout out to Reese Mack. Steel Shelf. Shout out to Ana Ocho. What's going on, Ana? Shout out to Mexican Silverback. Shout out to ABE in the building. Shout out to Steel Trill Tex. Shout out to everybody over there in the state of Texas, man. Big hats, big guns, big belt buckles, big cowboy boots, big sombreros, mariachi bands, everything big over there. Everything big in Texas. When I was driving trucks, I used to love to drive through Texas all the time. All the way from Austin all the way down to Laredo, to the border, baby, and all the way back up, all through Texas. Got some good miles driving for night transportation there. Shout out to Nathan. Shout out to Chivo Dank. What's going on, fam? Steve Rivas. Shout out to James Hickey. Shout out to Larry Baldwin. Shout out to Rob, Riv, Shows. Shout out to my brother Javon Soto. Shout out to Damian Bennett. Shout out to B-More as well. My brother over there in B-More, man. Shout out to my brother Blood Boxing as well. Shout out to Paul Evans. Shout out to Raphael Dawkins. Y'all please subscribe, man. Shout out to Punch Perfect Boxing as well. Shout out to George Jake. Shout out to Tim Moosey. Shout out to Southpaw Killer. Shout out to Blitz Bane. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Brian Diaz. Shout out to Rick Lazarga. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Bon Scott. Shout out to Mo Master. Shout out to the Queen Arlette once again. Shout out to Richie Tavares. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Wayne Love Peacock. What's up, my brother? Shout out to Huggy Bear, who was here earlier. My brother Huggy, man. My brother Huggy Bear was here earlier as well. Shout out to shout out to Richie. Richie, what's going on, fam? Zadis Buchanan. Antonio Sanchez. What's going on, fam? Antonio! What's going on, bro? Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Jamie Alvarez. Shout out to ABE, Joe G. Valdez. Let's go. Let's wrap it up, guys. Let's go. Shout out to Brian Diaz. Shout out to Tim. What's going on, Tim? Shout out to True Talk with Anthony Evans. What's going on, my brother? Mad Dog H. Shout out to Dragon Leg. Who was here earlier as well. Shout out to Arthur Hawkins. What's happening, bro? Shout out to the Queen Lisa Bell. She was here early as well. Shout out to Ed Doe. What up, Doe?
Okay.
Shout out to who else we have? Louis James. What's happening, bro?
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to James as well.
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to Charles Stevens.
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to Shifty Steve. What's happening, bro?
Hey. Okay.
Twisted Society.
Hey. Okay.
Miguel Solis. Miguel Solis. Sorry about that, fam.
Hey. Okay.
William Posey. What's going on, fam? Puerto Rock. What's going on, fam?
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to who else we got? Who else we got? You know, I like to give everybody a shout out. See, the reason why I give everybody shout outs, for you guys to take your time out of your busy day to watch me, I owe you guys at least that enough respect to give you guys a shout out. If you can take your time out of your busy day to watch me, I can take my time out to give you a shout out. This is the respect that I like to show my audience. Shout out to Jay Graves.
Hey. Okay.
But if I forget your name, please forgive me, guys. There's a million people in the chat. Shout out to Remy.
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to Arthur Hawkins once again. Shout out to El Bohemio.
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to Nestor Acosta.
Hey. Okay.
Y'all Huggy Bear in the building. Burger Planet. What's happening? Reese Mac. It's the Reese Miggity Mac Daddy. The Miggity Mac Daddy. So I gotta slow it down. You know I talk so fast, man.
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to Southpaw Killer once again. Shout out to Steve Rivas. Shout out to David Alache. What's going on, fam? Wendell Jackson, what's up, bro? Thomas Jones, what the lick read? UGC Flame in the building. Francisco Javier Hernandez Ramirez, what's up, bro? Shout out to Rich. Shout out to Big Uzi. He said, "Preach, Pastor." Yes, sir. I might have a job. You know, me coming from the professional race hustling background, I might could start a channel just race hustling. I'll probably have 100,000 subscribers in a month if I did that.
Okay.
Shout out to who else we got, man? Shout out to Chick, my brother Chick in the building.
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to you, fam. Let's see. Who else we got? We doing our thing over here, man. Shout out to my brother Jeff Lucietta, man.
Hey. Okay.
Mike Jones. Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all on me. Shout out to Mike Jones, man.
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to Mike Jones, man.
To this day.
Everything big in Texas. True. Guess what, man? Shout out to Easy Dimes.
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to, I think I got everybody. G Hizzy, what's going on, fam?
Hey. Okay.
G Hizzy, what's up, bro? Shout out to F Society, man. Salute to you, my brother. We might disagree sometimes, my brother, but you always got a home over here, man. You always got a home over here, my brother.
Hey. Okay.
You don't have to agree with me to be on the show. You don't have to agree with me at all, bro. It ain't even like that. I ain't like them Alphabet Boy channels. As soon as you say something that I don't agree with, block. We don't do that over here, man. We don't do that over here.
Hey. Okay.
Shout out to who else we have? My main man, Big Heck, Hector Garcia, my brother, Big Heck.
Hey. Okay.
Mr. Holmes, what's going on, fam?
Hey. Okay.
Reese Mack, what's happening, bro? Bon Scott, Edgar Perez, what's going on, fam? ABE in the building, Rich, J Styles, Big J in the building.
Hey. Okay.
Big Uzi, don't hurt him, baby, don't hurt him. Shout out to, who else we got in the building, man? Easy Dimes, Thomas Jones. I think that's it, Mike. Corey Bradley, what's up, bro? New Age Media and Entertainment, what's happening, fam?
Hey. Okay.
Let's see. Ooh. Well, shout out to E40. Ooh.
Hey. Okay.
E40, my weeples. Shout out to E40, man. Shout out to the Bay Area as well.
Hey. Okay.
Burger Planet, what's up, bro? Let's see. 805 Hiking. What the lick read? Jay, what's going on, fam? Jamie Line, what's going on, fam? BDAG, what's happening, bro? Oh, Big DAG, what's happening, bro? Sorry about that. Reese Mack, what the lick read, baby? Remy, what's happening? I was sipping on some Remy, man, probably about 6 months ago, man. I was sipping on some Remy. So, Remy, I love Remy, baby.
Hey. Okay.
Professor Finn, what's going on, fam?
Hey. Okay.
Big Money, Texas, Toledo, what's happening, man? Big Money, Texas, man. True. Really though, man, really though. Johnny Blaze, Jeff Lucietta, Troy Graham, the Queen Lisa Bells, Major Key Boxing, and I think that's it, man. If I forgot your man, please forgive me, man. McKenna Ellis, salute to you, Queen.
Hey, okay.
And also, that's another question. Salute to Nick Rich as well and Bless 365. Once again, shout out to DJ Play once again, man. Juan Carro. What's going on? Ghetto Love, Burger Planet. And I think I've gotten everybody. If I forgot you, man, please forgive me. I did my best. I did my best, dog. If I forgot you, I did my best. Shout out to Yuki, California. Other than that, this is the boy Coach Malachi Williams signing out. New media today, USA Boxing. Not through the aisle, 707. What's going on, fam? Phil here in the building.
Hey,
And shout out to my brother Jawan. And shout out to YZ. What is it? YZU Dapo. What's going on to you, fam? Other than that, this is the boy Coach Malachi Williams signing out. New media today, USA Boxing. See you guys tomorrow, man. 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'm on 7 days a week, guys. Really 6 days a week. I'm gonna take off this Saturday, but I see you guys 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Boy, I'm gonna have a damn good show tomorrow. We are gonna have a damn good show tomorrow. We're talking about Teofimo Lopez and this undisputed mess, and I am going to break it down like a 57 Chevy. You will not want to miss this show. Other than that, that's it. This is Coach Malachi Williams signing out. New media today, USA Boxing. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. You can also cop the merch. New media today, USA Boxing.store. New media today, USA Boxing.store. We have hoodies, the one I have on. We have bomber jackets. Bro, you're going to love this store. Go check me out, man. See you guys tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Don't meet me there, beat me there. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.
I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Come on.